live.
Hi.
We're live. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to Route 66.
It's been a while.
It has been
here.
No.
No.
Don't go there.
No.
I need to get the spritzer. Yeah, we had a little break. Hope everyone had a good holiday if you had one. If you didn't, a good weekend. Today we will be playing Water Under the Bridge, which is the name for our campaign in which we play through old school adventure modules converted to 5th edition, set in the homebrew campaign setting of Andarin, and then torn apart by this group of PCs who insist on 100+ mile party splits.
I mean,
while going as far off the track as is physically, a little beyond what would physically be possible.
I mean, in Ithri's defense, in terms of the distance, and Ashley's defense, I had no idea that Nova's hometown was so far away.
115 miles.
Excuse me, there are people who live in different countries. We could have gone a lot further.
Yeah, Ithri's hometown
I've lived
is...
a very sheltered life, so I don't understand distance like this.
Ithri's hometown is miles away, but he just thought, and I just thought, because you were related to tree places, and we were in a tree place.
It's the same
it's
country,
just like-
same area of the world. It's really not that far.
Only the same country by the barest margin of technicality.
We're not even close to the border. What are you talking about?
It's in Korth.
Korth doesn't exist anymore. It's
Oh.
in Saragarda.
And there's the technicality. On that happy note, I thought we would follow our usual routine of introducing ourselves, and therefore, Ashlo, would you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ashlow. I play previously mentioned Ithri, who swings hammers and what's that face for?
The fuck, Tim?
I'm just trying to catch up with what's going on.
I'm just doing as I'm told.
That's all good.
I play Ithri, who hits stuff with hammers and pisses off possible maybe gods. And I also run this stuff. Sorry for the slow start. I've just some technical things.
You also work
all
for
good.
my mom.
I also IRL?
No.
That would be weird. I was like, huh?
You know my mom?
Wait,
That is weird.
your mum is that company? Cool.
Yeah.
I also maybe work for Cora's mum outside and inside the game, so yeah, that's me. Oh, my t-shirt for today. It's been 2 weeks and it feels like it's been like 3 months. It's a bit old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't we just talking about this?
Yeah, bring back Pluto.
It's they're all of the planets are there, including Pluto. This side.
Which is a planet. Thank you.
It says here. Says planets, Pluto stuff. Yeah, that's me. I think that's everything.
Thank you for saying the things that needed to be said. Ava.
Oh, you didn't forget about me?
No.
Oh, I see. Hi, I'm Ava. I play Junko, the ASMR rogue. I almost said human witch, so I had to say. But on Mondays, I play Faya, the human witch, who is not creating her own demi-plane laboratory to grow clones
Are
and
you
poison.
lying? Because that sounds
but
cool as shit.
Junko is, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Junko lies all the time. Yeah, but I stream on Twitch on occasion, and I have an Ashley made mug. I think this one. Can you see it? Oh yes, you can. It is sprites. Highly
Hard to
recommend.
see, but
I've dropped it twice and it still hasn't broke. So quality
You get a
stuff.
whole thumb up for that.
I keep saying she should add floor resistant to the advertisement for those cups.
I do say that at cons.
But yeah, that's my spiel, and nice to meet you again.
Do you do anything? Anything you want to plug? Anything?
I did. I said I stream
You said-
sometimes.
Oh,
at this
did you?
link.
Sorry,
You pointed
I
it out,
forgot
yeah.
you were there, and I just zoned out again.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Ashley,
What?
could you introduce yourself, please, if you don't mind?
You did ask nicely, so yes.
Okay.
I'm Ashley. I play Cora. She's an ASMR monk. I almost said ASMR rogue.
Spoilers.
Yeah. She's she's really excited to go meet Nova's mom. That's yep.
We'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah, and when I'm not playing D&D here with these nice people, I'm making stuff and selling it. My Patreon specifically, I'm a little behind on, but I'm catching up. I've got some cute fall stuff for people.
Oh my gosh.
Was that a sad
Ava-
sunflower?
What? He wasn't sad. What the fuck? Look at his happy fucking face.
Oh, is that
Does that look sad to you? Does that look sad?
I mean, now, yeah.
And Ava, don't look. You're allergic. I've got a little
But they're
mushroom guy.
It looks like
They're
those guys
allergic.
from
They
Hollow
look-
Knight.
I
They
got
kinda
some
do.
cute little pumpkin. Yeah, I got some cute little stuff. You can find it at Pixelbound Studios on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon.
And
Etsy.
Etsy, there's the one. Thank you. Thank you. Saraha.
Hi, I'm Saraha. I play Nova Cree, and I am the reason for today's derailment of Tim's game.
Thank you.
And that is the only time I will admit it. I also play in the Monday game. Play Kyra. Not derailing anything in that game, I don't think.
What if your mom
and-
like gives us something super important for the temple
Yeah,
though?
that's what I'm saying. Anyway.
The temple that's like 95 miles away
Yeah.
Hey! Okay.
and
whatever.
over a mountain chain.
I had a lot of fun putting together my hometown and coming up with stuff a week and a half ago. I'm glad we didn't play last week actually because I had 0 voice, so that would have been not fun.
Oh,
But yeah.
mother.
I would have been like the microphone would have been right here. When I'm not playing D&D or working, I am streaming sometimes. I have taken a short little break because life. But I finished Alien Isolation. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. Maybe Subnautica Below Zero. I don't know.
Ooh.
I do want to play that. Looks good. Anyways.
I hear
That's
Visage
it.
is good this time of year.
Yeah, you know what? I think I caught like snippets of you playing, and that's really good for me. That's great.
You
That's
sure?
Good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm good.
He's screaming nonstop pretty much when he's playing that game.
I know.
But very like brave.
Brave screams.
Brave screams, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, Askell, who are you?
Actually, before I mention me, I want to say that Kreptic is still out sick. So definitely wish him well if you see him on social media. And McKnightsy may be back today. We'll see. We'll see. Knock on wood.
I think he fell into a bag of holding and he can't get up and he left his life alert.
Uh-oh.
Outside the bag, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well,
tragic.
let's just
Happens
hope
to the
it's not
best
a
of
bag
us.
of devouring, though. Okay, let's just hope.
Wait, what's the...
Manifesting that.
yeah, let's...
It's not. I said hope it's not.
Bag of Devouring. That was my nickname in college. So I'm Askell Archer, or Tim. I am the DM for this game, the Dungeon Master. I will be playing all of the bad guys, the NPCs, the menacing individuals who are neighbors, but not necessarily mothers, but also kind of have that whole friend wheel thing going on, which sort of makes them like that spicy,
He's hot.
kind of
though.
sexy, asshole. But you're like,
He's
oh,
hot.
hate to see you coming, but love to watch you go. That type.
Are you
Um,
hitting on my mom right now?
No,
Okay, good.
different.
Hitting on Thranduil.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also am responsible for converting everything and putting it on Roll20, setting it all up for our players to enjoy and have fun with, and hopefully not create 115 miles party splits. When I'm not spending hours and hours and hours of my time accommodating our players' chaotic decisions, I also stream on Twitch as Askell Archer. And I've been playing Pokemon Unbound, which is like a really R-rated, violent, fan-made Pokemon game, and nothing to say there.
I saw
Also,
Pokemon kill a man.
It's true. That did happen.
Wow.
Also, I've been playing, I guess, Visage, but you know, that's such a calm, like, cozy game. I didn't think it was worth mentioning.
You should also mention the other thing
What other thing?
on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I do have a thing coming up. I'm going to be doing a streamathon with prizes for people who are throwing money or subs or biddies, or is there anything else? Or throwing things at my chat. I may have to eat a very awful, gross sandwich, or take a bite out of an onion, or yeah, I know.
You know,
I know.
Fun fact,
Things.
my brother, when he was younger, used to eat onions.
So it's not going to be too bad.
Like they were apples. He just used to.
I've heard of people doing that, but I just like to. I've just tried to give humanity the benefit of the doubt that, like, that is disappointing. That is terrifying.
Also, you should mention some of the prizes may or may not involve me, so that'll be fun.
It's true.
Would they be you eating an onion?
That's what I said.
He wants to, but I don't want that. I'll say.
It could involve potentially me doing a stream muted while Ash is my voice.
I would love that, actually.
I'll do the
Pretending to be me.
voiceover.
Not just Ash as Ash while I play. I mean Ash pretending to be me while I play for an entire
I
stream.
would like
Like-
Ash to pretend to be you while you eat the onion.
That theoretically could happen.
Nice.
Honestly, anything could happen.
Oh my god, this onion is awful. Oh my god.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Why are we doing this? Why did I agree to do this? That's me. That's us. If you want to be involved today, chat, you can be involved in the game as well, though, by spending your gold pieces, that's the channel points, to purchase chat's blessings, which I believe our party is somewhat low on, having spent all of them for a bunch of horse shit combat encounters. But our PCs can spend those to give plus or -1 to any D20 roll. And they can spend multiple at a time, thus creating absolute carnage and completely redirecting the course the plot might take. So that's everyone. I guess without any further ado, shall we do the thing?
Let's do the thing. And we're back.
It's gluten free.
All right.
You're
Hey.
gluten free.
Anyway, let's recap what's been going on. So our party of PCs, the Valkyrie, have been in the jungle for some time now, actively attempting to gather allies and cripple some of the enemy's reinforcements, the enemy being the Temple of Elemental Sin in the tropical nation of Saragarda. While in the jungle, you guys set out away from the road into the trackless jungle depths in search of the Druid Circle of the Land, who you knew had a fortress, or maybe not a fortress, a beating heart, one of many, in this place. After some difficulties in the jungle, you did meet up with the Druids, who took you to their enclave in an ancient ruined temple. There, they gave you refuge, rest, advice, some magical aid. During that night, E3 communicated with his Fey patron Puck, who may possibly actually be the dwarven demigod Loki. But in this confrontation, E3 laid down an ultimatum to give some truths, or he'd walk away from the Valkyrie and Puck loses his prize. So, Puck revealed that he has a vested interest in Cora's well-being, and it was his expectation that E3 would stay with the Valkyrie and ensure her safety, as well as the others, I guess, but mostly Cora. He also warned E3 that you will regret it if you ever try something like this again.
On that note, there was one thing I wanted to ask just before we move on. I presume E3 doesn't recognize the green sigil that was burned into his chest.
No,
Yeah,
that
cool.
would be unfamiliar.
That's what I presumed. Just wanted to check.
Okay. But yes, that was a thing that was done. Otherwise, Nova spoke with the archdruid, or the acting archdruid of this group, received some advice, and also a magical trinket that would allow her and her comrades to escape should her mother be unreasonable. She went against the advice of the archdruid, though, and opted in the morning to return to her home of Tiger Hill to speak with her mother, who has been demanding she return for some time now, especially after the 6-month absence in which she was presumed dead. So, we're going to pick up in a different jungle, far to the northeast, 115 miles northeast.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was that distance again?
That was 115 miles. As all of you are engulfed in the giant mangrove tree that you were stepping into one after another, you exit in a wholly unfamiliar place. You find yourselves standing in a small clearing. There is the overwhelming sound of water falling, crashing into a pool beside you. You can see that there's a small, clear blue pool with numerous other little streams kind of filtering in through wooden dams, more like wooden gates that were set up, creating smaller pools to the east. You can see that there is a plateau of stone that sort of overlooks a small beach and the pool proper, resting about 25 feet above the water's surface. Immediately opposite the pool, in front of you, you see 3 small wooden huts with thatched rooftops. No glass windows, just openings for windows and an opening for a door, though some of them have long strips of hide hanging like a curtain. You can see other buildings of a similar design, some bigger, spread out over sort of a tiered system. Like there's cliffs that jut maybe 20, 30 feet up, and then more of the village below. And you can see that the pool to the east filters south under a log bridge before dropping another 40 feet over a fall into a smaller, narrower stream that eventually joins with a river. I don't think you guys would necessarily know the river without knowing where you are, though if anyone is interested, you can attempt a nature check to try to place that river.
A3 definitely wouldn't know.
I've read a lot. I'll try.
Okay.
11.
You don't recognize the river.
Okay.
So you got, with the exception of Nova, you guys, geographically speaking, would have no real idea where in the world you are, other than in a jungle that looks somehow different from the one you came from. Where you came from was like dense and overgrown and very yellow, if that makes sense. It was a very like scorching hot jungle. It wasn't like a rainforest, whereas here, everything is green and blue and wet, and the birds sound different. The types of trees are more wetland based. There's more insects here. It's just, I mean, it would be very clear this is not the Gnarlwood. And immediately, maybe not immediately, about 20 feet away from you, sitting on the rock that overlooks the pool and it's why don't you guys have a map? I'll just point to it. This rock here. You can see that there is a woman sitting on the rock. She is sort of thin with long furry arms. You can see that her whole body is fur. Her head being more like a cat's than a human's. She has dark brownish fur with black spots that you can see up the neck, but at patches around her body, particularly near the spots and at like the joints, you can see that the fur is starting to turn gray or even white. She's seated on this rock. You can see that there's a bamboo fishing pole that has been somehow put into the stone as though the stone were made of putty, and she just stuck the end of the rod in there so that it's hanging over into the pool. Her legs are just dangling over the edge of the rock, and you can see she has a ball of green and yellow yarn that she's just sort of passing back and forth in her hands. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my muffin.
You know what? On second thought, now that we're here, let's just go.
What?
No.
This feels like a
Aren't
bad
you gonna
idea now.
introduce us? I
I feel like as
No.
Novo says this, like she kind of bumps into the solid now tree that is completely shut.
Yeah, I like starting to go. Oh no. Okay.
You want me to go talk to her first?
That's not my mom, by the way.
Oh, I put my muffin away.
At you guys' voices, particularly Cora's slightly louder, oh, she turns and you can see she has yellow cat's eyes. She kind of fixes all of you in that, you know how cats almost always look like they're glaring even when they're happy? I call it a glare, but there's no malice to it. It's just the expression of a cat. And as she looks upon all of you, she finally sees Nova.
Trying to hide.
And then like a sharp intake of breath, and she like scrambles to her feet, and you can see that she is clothed, like a lot of the fur showing through. She's garbed in greens and yellows. More, it looks like a robe. It's not armor. It's almost a dress, but less cumbersome, if that makes sense. It's very light and flowy. And she's just holding the ball of yarn now. She stopped passing it back and forth. You can see that she has numerous pouches up and down these robes, around her waist, on her legs, many of them overflowing with different leaves, roots, bits of wood, things like that. Nova Cree,
Hi.
you have returned to us. And she's going to like jog toward you and like just grab you by the arms and is like looking at you. Arm. Well, no, she's got. I mean, like.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Grabbing her. What is this? What happened?
I don't know.
Your
Everyone
mother said you were alive, but she didn't.
He doesn't know, and I don't know if Leona is alive. And I just like look at my feet.
The important thing is you have returned. You are alive. You are alive. And she's just going to wrap you in a hug.
Aww.
I'll hug her back.
Aw. Guys, I think this is going well so far.
And I'll pull out of the hug. These are new friends that I met in Hummelbank. This is Cora and E3,
Hi.
Junko, and Dracon.
I am Jade.
Hello.
It is well met. Do you like tea?
Oh,
Junko like
Yeah.
perks up. What kind of tea? Like
There are many kinds that grow in this area. My personal favorite is mint.
I
But-
would like it.
Well, I would very much enjoy a spot of tea with all of you, but the times are cold and there are important things that must be seen to first. Nova, you should speak to her now.
Is he-
They can go talk and we could have tea.
Oh, I have to go with her.
is
What-
she up by the
that-
pool or?
Yes, she's spent much time there these last 6 months. When she is not with Oso, she is at the pool.
Actually, that's a good point. Maybe you should go talk to her alone first.
Unless you want to.
Your enthusiasm, children, speaks well of you. But come with me. I will treat you to some tea. You will meet Kavakri, Counselor Kavakri, after she's had a moment with her child. Now come and speak to me of your favorite teas. And she's going to lead the four of you away from Nova. And kind of
Be just
treating
over
the
here.
ball of yarn like a yo-yo, like letting it unfurl a little bit and then pulling it back up to a hand, change hands, doing the same thing as she walks. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Cora's just like, we'll just be over here. Yeah.
She just nods and goes, "Yeah, you're in good hands."
So for the rest of you who are not Nova, she actually takes you. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use the arrow. Well, I'll describe it. She takes you back to the road, to sort of that little open space between the three huts, and here you can see that there's a few individuals among these huts. One of whom is a towering woman, bulging muscles everywhere. She has human flesh. I say that because from her collarbone diagonally down to her opposite waist, all of that part of her body is tree. Whole arm, shoulder, lower diagonal half of torso, and one full leg are all tree. Unclothed and everything. You can see that she wears sort of a half dress. And I don't mean dress, I mean like half garb over the human part of her. And currently you can see that she is, it looks like knitting some, or she's, well, it would be knitting, right? She's making a blanket, it looks like. She's sort of seated in front of her hut. The northern hut, you see no one present at, while in front of the hut on the west side, you can see smoke coming out the front door of it, and you can smell. Make a nature check, actually. Junko specifically, make a nature check.
I feel a little called out. 13.
13. You smell tea. However, it smells like somebody mixed dried inedible like forest leaves with cinnamon and a tea leaf and brewed it all together. It smells sort of like a burning forest with cinnamon.
But would it taste good?
You're doubtful.
Okay.
And you guys can hear quiet humming of a male voice coming from within. Jade takes you down a set of stone steps. They're perfectly smooth and well placed in such a way that it had to have been magic that wrought these, or potentially dwarven architects, because there is no way your everyday architect could make steps like this that just merge seamlessly with the ground they lead down from. But the steps descend a long way, about 40 feet down to the base of the high hill, into what looks like sort of a town center. There's a big space for like a giant bonfire. You can see that there's some logs and rocks around it for sitting. The ground is well trampled, like people constantly moving through here, dancing, all manner of work through here. To the west, you can see two larger buildings. One that's 2 stories and kind of towering. That's the northern one. While the southern building is more long and slender, and you can see that the entire north face of the building consists of wooden shutters that can be raised and lowered. And they're all currently, well, about half of them are up, half of them are down, and you can make out baskets and boxes filled with fruit, vegetables, fish, things like that contained in there. It looks like some sort of a storehouse of such things. Now, she takes you past a pit at the south side of the town square, which is covered by bamboo. You can hear the sound of boar down below, some animals. Can't see them without walking like right over there. But she takes you to the hut immediately across the road from that pit. And you can see that there's a larger building next to this little hut. She takes you into the hut, though, saying, "This is my home. And while you stay here, you please make yourselves comfortable. I don't know what you like. Do you like to sit?
I like sitting.
I can get you blankets if you require. I know it is very cold." It's not. It's like 110 and humid.
No, I'm okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
I
I'll even
sit.
pull down my mask because it's too hot.
Would you? And she'll. Well, actually, I'm not going to play this out right now, but like she'll offer you guys refreshments. She has some nuts and some berries if you want any of that to snack on. She'll give you tea or water. That's really all she has to drink, unfortunately.
It's perfect.
But the interior, you can see there is a wide hammock hanging along one wall, and then the rest is very open space. Like there's some rocks, there's some cloth blankets here and there. She has a few shelves on which she has put jars of leaves and other such things. And you can see that there were some baskets, which is where she got the berries. And then she had a kettle and just conjured a fire in the middle of the floor, which she started brewing the water over. And she'll just make pleasant small talk with you. We're going to cut over to Nova now.
Oh, I mean, they could have small talk. I'm sure
No,
they have millions
no.
questions.
Technically, Nova would have accompanied you guys down those stairs, I believe, yes?
Yeah, I
At
would have
which
walked
point-
down the stairs.
And then sort of broken off from the rest of the group.
I would have to walk past that big building. I would have tried my best to walk around the council hall.
Going the long way around?
I'm gonna keep close to the ledge. Just try
That's
to
a
go
40-foot
through.
cliff, technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna
but-
keep close to that and try to not be seen because I don't know who's in there and I really don't want to be seen right now.
Okay. As you work your way along the cliff face, you see the cave tunnel, which is your destination, and standing in the open, uncurtained entryway at the back of the council hall. Oh no, I have to test one other thing.
No.
You see a towering centaur. His haunches completely jet black, though you can see that there are several piercings in his legs where little gleaming stones have been put. His upper torso is of average build. It looks like he's put on a little bit of weight, actually, since the last time you saw him. But he wears his torso bare, and you can see that the front, sides, arms, every part of his torso, face, head, which is also bald, by the way, have been tattooed with the night sky. And you can see hundreds of stars. You can see the 3 moons right down his chest, though the lost is the hardest to see against his darker skin. But you can see all 3 of them are in harmony, in perfect alignment, and the star constellations around the rest of his body match the night sky on a triple harmony. And he looks at you with sort of bright blue eyes. Nova Cree, you have returned, as the stars spoke.
Hi, Gothius.
Hello? You will find your mother by the pool.
If you could just keep your voice down.
Why?
This is
The
how I
stars
talk.
already know of your return. The stars have informed all who will listen.
Didn't want other people to know. That's cool, thank you.
Why would you not wish to know? Why would you not wish them to know?
Kind of returning unsuccessfully and, a little embarrassing, so.
Your failure has long been known to all already. Such is
Great.
not a
Everybody
shame
know.
you need bear any longer. The stars forgive you.
Stars, okay. That's good, at least. We'll see
Have
if my
you
mother
met-
will forgive me.
Have you met Oso yet?
No, I don't. I'm not sure who that is.
Have the stars not whispered to you of him? Informed you of
I-
his coming?
I've had a hard time with the stars lately.
You have not practiced your listening. Very well. Then it is not for me to introduce you. Your mother shall do so, or she shall not. Your mother awaits. And he's going to kind of turn around, his hooves clip-clopping on the wood as he enters back into the council hall and lets the curtain kind of fall shut.
I will fast walk, speed walk into the cave because I'm nobody else better come out of the curtain right now. Yeah.
Okay. Going into the cavern, the cave, the tunnel, you can see that it slopes upward. There are numerous drawings on the walls, left and right. You can see images depicting children at play, birds. You see an image of a silver glowing tiger standing atop a mountain, looking down upon a jungle. You see images of the moons, one of a silver moon winged, one of the Lost and the Guardian, that is a dark moon and a gold moon sort of circling each other. You can see images of a pool glowing, life spreading out from it in an array of prismatic colors and different paints. You pass all of these images, the tunnel sort of winding a little bit back and forth, always upward, until at last, even the sound of the distant waterfall fades away. And the tunnel gives way, opening to a serene grotto. The trees around this space are dense, so dense that you'd like have to move them aside to squeeze through. Like they're tightly pressed together, creating a natural wall of vegetation all around this 30-foot grotto. Taking up most of the center of the grotto is a clear blue pool. So clear that you can see all the way to the bottom, probably 50, 60 feet below. There's no runoff from it. It's just a natural pool at rest here. And you can see that there are flat stones sort of placed at periodic points around the pool, while 3 trees in sort of a triangulated pattern around the grotto sort of lean over, creating a natural shelter with giant leaves, creating shade around the exterior of the pool. And seated cross-legged with back to you on one stone facing the pool, you see a woman. Looks maybe 40s, 50s, looks human, but with still, I'm sorry, I don't think I know what the hair color was.
Same as Nova's.
Same as Nova's? Okay, so you see that light hair. It's done up in a bun right now, but it's so long that the excess of the bun is hanging down in a ponytail about half foot down her back. You can see that she wears antlers in her hair that extend outward and have been painted in different colors. And you can see stars and moons on the antlers, silver, gold, only silver and gold. You can see that she has numerous necklaces, amulets, trophies sort of worn, many of them stitched right into the garb she wears to hang freely. Bird feathers. You can see she wears off of one shoulder, just sort of dangling, a mountain goat horn. You can see she wears in her hair one feather that looks like it came from, it would have been one of the smaller feathers. It looks like a hawk feather, but massive, big enough to be an ostrich feather. You can see that her robes are earth toned.
I will just walk up and sit next to her as she is.
Her eyes are closed, but
I will sit on her left side.
Okay.
Specifically.
There's another smooth stone in the ground there, worn from numerous people taking a seat here, or perhaps the same person just doing it a lot. Her face doesn't change, but she says, I wondered when you would arrive.
I'm sorry it took so long.
Why are you sorry? Was it your choice?
Yes and no.
There were many in the village worried. Your responsibilities, your mission, these aren't what... She opens her eyes, turns to look at you, ready to say something, and like cuts off mid start to like, your arm. What happened to your arm?
The temple happened.
The temple. What happened?
I made it to Noct, and some people took me in the night, and I woke up in the temple, and they cut off my arm as a sacrifice.
Hey?
Specifically, Laris. The others found me. I made it out and they did not, so.
All of them.
I heard that 2 of them are still alive. 3 of them are still alive. I don't know who. All I know is that Valdriel is currently mind controlled to work for them.
We must be grateful then that at least he lives. That at least some live. I will see to that. Your arm.
Actually done pretty well without it.
You shouldn't have to.
Good. I will look her straight in her eyes, and it is a reminder that I am at fault here.
The fault is not yours.
Specifically, multiple people have told me that I was too weak, and that is why I was targeted. So,
You were
not your
ready.
fault. No, I was ready. The temple was just stronger than we thought. That's all.
You were a child sent on a mission that the best and brightest of our village couldn't survive.
No, I was the same age that Valdriel and Valoria went out on their first mission. I was the same age as everyone else here when they went out on their first mission.
Their first mission was to check on a sick Treant. You went to a temple unholy with the power of our enemies. This was not the same.
Well,
I will not make this mistake again.
No, I did meet some people. They are here with me. Actually,
brought people here.
Yes.
What people?
They have the same goals. They were working to get rid of the temple. They are the ones who actually captured the person who took my arm.
Nova, your goal, our goal is not to defeat the temple. Our goal was to investigate and determine a course of action.
But it is our goal now, seeing as the Dreaming Dark is involved in the temple.
What?
There is a lot that I have learned over the last 7 months that I don't think you know.
The Dreaming Dark. Do they know what you are?
Yes. I also met Kava. He said that you visited them a while ago. I didn't know you had been to that part of the jungle before.
I traveled a lot.
Makes sense. I didn't think you grew up here.
There's much I haven't shared with you about my younger life.
I know.
I would have preferred you not need to know.
I think I need to know.
Nova, did the Dreaming Dark take your arm?
No. I just lied to my mom.
This is not an affair that you or I can be involved with. There's only one thing we can do. We must do it. We must hide.
Hide?
Hide.
That's been your solution. Since you left Kepri. It's just to hide, huh?
I don't appreciate your tone.
Yeah? I don't appreciate that you've lied to me. I don't appreciate that anyone has lied to me. I don't appreciate that you've treated me like a
That's
baby.
enough, Nova. That's enough. I have not lied to you. I have protected you from an enemy the likes of which
You know nothing about, and I do.
Don't say that. I know the Dreaming Dark.
Do you?
Moons above! What do you think became of... I'm glad that you understand that they are a dangerous enemy. But you need to understand that they cannot be fought by you and me. And now they cannot be fought by your friends either.
They can.
They can't.
These people are wildly powerful. You don't even know
I'm
them. You
sure
don't even know
they
who they
are.
are.
And you should not have brought them here. Because now they are marked. The inspired will come for them too. And what happens when the Dreaming Dark learns of this place? Do you think
Can't.
they'll spare the rest of our village when they come for us? Is that what you want? They have been building their powers for a millennia. You have known about them for 16 years. Do you really think this is a fight for you? This is the business of great wizards, archdruids.
Why are you not doing anything? Why are you running? Why are you hiding?
Because it is for the greater good. Because if I go out and I face the Dreaming Dark, when I fall, and I will, I leave you an orphan. I leave my people without an archdruid. Who will take my place here? Jade has already taken over for Liana. And Kyrie is the new speaker of warriors. How many more? How many have to die? These people deserve peace.
I know that, And I know it is your duty to stay here, but it is not mine.
It is your duty to survive, to live.
And I am. If the Devourer gets free...
What did you say?
The Devourer. The Devourer gets free. Which, by the way, is the Dreaming Dark. Which, by the way, we're not being persecuted. Valkyrie's not being persecuted. You want to know what I learned in the 6 months I was recovering from losing my arm? That the Quarry lied to all of us when they first came to this plane.
You have no right to say that.
I have every right to say it. I have seen it.
The Dreaming Dark shows us many things, and all of them are poison.
It wasn't the Dreaming Dark that showed this to me.
Wasn't it?
It was Valkyrie. So unless he is somehow part of the Dreaming Dark, then what they showed was true.
Daughter, you have been deceived. Valkyrie is our guardian, yours and mine. If you cannot trust Valkyrie, who is your inner soul, you can trust no one.
So you're saying the memories that I saw, sparked by what I saw in the temple, were not Valkyrie's? Whose were they? I thought we couldn't dream.
There is much we don't know about this world, about the reality we exist in. We are mystical by nature. We come from a plane in which the rules are all different, and those things can bleed through. I don't have those answers, Nova. But my duty is to the guard route, and to the people of Tiger Hill, and to the moons. And as my daughter, yours is as well. The temple is a grave threat. I will speak with our brothers and sisters in the Gnarlwood. I will speak with the Circle of Dreams and the Circle of Shepherds. I will call for aid to impress upon them the nature of this temple. And if the moons shine upon us, our friends can still be saved, at least some of them. But this is not your duty, and I need you now to see to your duty.
Could this not be my duty? They are dead and stuck in that temple because of me. And before you say that we're not capable of doing anything, you should meet these people that I have been with.
I don't doubt their bravery or their strength. I only acknowledge the consequences that would befall all of us, including your friends here, your family, if even one of them is captured by the Dreaming Dark. They have seen Tiger Hill.
Actually, they probably have not. I'll show her the amulet of... What the fuck is that one called?
Your friends have seen Tiger Hill. You took outsiders here, and if they are taken by the Dreaming Dark, they will know everything. Did you blindfold your friends?
No, but they don't even know where we are. We came here by free magic.
But they have seen it. For one who can pick apart their sleeping minds, it is as a signpost. I will not endanger your safety or the safety of Tiger Hill.
Okay. Well, I came back here out of respect to you because I had ignored your wishes once and I did not want to do that again. I came here to give an update to the council, if necessary, on the temple, and that is that.
You will need to speak to the council, yes. And I will have to pray for your arm. It will be a day before I can...
I don't want it back.
Nova, don't be stubborn.
Don't want it back until I fix what I've done wrong. And if you're going to keep me here, then I will remain one-armed the rest of my life.
Stubborn girl. We'll talk about this tomorrow.
Would you like to come meet my friends? One of them is very sweet and she has made muffins for you, even though I don't think she had flour or time to bake them. So she's really naive, but she's the sweetest person ever. So just accept them and say thank you. They have saved my life on many accounts. And if you say anything to them, I will.
I wouldn't do that. They are innocent here. I know this. I will meet them, and I suppose I have someone to introduce you to as well.
Yes, Jade mentioned someone.
Oh, so.
Who?
He's an old friend from before I met your father. From my time in Kepri.
Oh, is he Battlestar?
Yes. He is like us.
I need a little more information than that, Mom.
Well, I will introduce you to him and you can decide for yourself. And you'd notice
Is
that
he
her
your
cheeks
future-
are coloring a little
Your
bit.
future
Yeah, can I do a fucking
Her future
insight
husband.
check on this? Is she
Yeah.
replacing my dad?
Meet your new dad.
I just realized I forgot to open D&D Beyond.
I got a 19 on my insight check. I want to know everything. I just want
So
to know.
you
Did
see
she
her
get-
cheeks coloring and she's clearly blushing. Like you're picking up a vibe.
Okay. We do have a lot to talk about. Yes.
Don't take that tone with me. He's
Sorry.
a friend.
Sure. Yeah. The blush in your cheeks.
He
definitely
came
says
because
friend,
you
Mom.
were gone and we all thought you were dead. You don't know what these last 6 months have been like. I thought you were gone.
I didn't-
Eltorine thought your...
Yeah, I'm sure Eldraine thought some stuff. He's not going to be very happy when I tell him that his son is... You know what? Great. Good time. So glad I came back.
It is good you came back. You may not understand right now, but there are many things at work in this. You have to trust sometimes.
I need you to
That-
explain them, though.
There are things I can't explain.
Can't or won't.
Won't because it is for your good. I'm protecting you, Nova. I need you to understand that.
I think if you had told me these things a long time ago, going to the temple would have ended up very differently. Don't you agree?
I do. And I think for that, it is completely my fault
It's
that
not
you were
your
there.
fault.
It is. And you know it. But what was done is done, and now we must see this through. It is not your mission anymore. I will say no more about it. Come. You will introduce me to your friends. I will introduce you to Oso, and then we will gather the council and speak. And she's going to stand up.
I will follow suit.
All right. So I'm going to cut back to you guys. So it's been maybe 30 minutes. Jade has been kind of asking you different questions about like just where you come from, stuff like that, your taste in tea, and she at one point got very excited when she learned Junko's likeness, or her approval of tea, and started like bringing you little different leaves to look at and smell, and that's kind of what she's at as we move back into the hut. And this one right here, came from a merchant passing along from Lior. It's I don't know what it is, but they put honey right into the leaves with this.
Oh, that sounds like
It's
it would be so
steeped in
good.
it first. You
Oh,
can
that
really
sounds
taste
awesome.
I'm gonna do a scratch and
Yes.
sniff on the leaf.
It smells very sweet, but also there's like a hint of sour to it. Not bad sour, like citrusy sour.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
I've been trying to replicate it. It hasn't worked out so well. And I made the mistake of Hertoris thought he could help. It hasn't worked out very well. He's, don't drink any tea if he tries to give you any.
Is that the abomination I smelled earlier?
Oh, yes. That was him trying.
Oh.
He's been at it for the past month.
Have you tried in where I'm from we have citron that we put in tea. It is a citrus
Citron.
fruit. Yeah.
Do you have any of this with you?
No. But
Her ears sort of droop a little bit.
it's like a fruit. Like a mix between, actually don't know what citron actually is, but it kind of looks like an orange.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like a giant, and I'll go like this, orange.
Big orange. Maybe I can convince Eltarin on his next venture to pick up a basket of them. And at about this point,
So
you can
it's
hear.
been a while. You think they're okay?
They're meeting your parents.
Actually, not quite
6
yet then.
months.
Things will surely be tense. Kavakri is Archdruid, Counselor Kavakri to you.
Oh, I should call Counselor Kavakri.
Yes. Okay. Counselor Kavakri has been anxious over her daughter's well-being.
She's probably not going to be very happy when she trails off and doesn't say anything.
Tell me truthfully.
What?
Did she suffer much these last 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've only known her for like 2.
But she seems... She seems...
She had a hard time
sad.
before we met her.
Yeah.
I feared this.
We're taking good care of her.
When I looked into her eyes, I no longer saw the sweet, innocent girl of her youth.
I think
She has known pain.
She feels guilty and wants to make things right. So we're going to help her do that.
That is generous of you. At about this time, you can hear footsteps approaching. And she kind of, they are coming. And you can see Jade already gets up and is fetching 2 more teacups before Nova comes into the hut. Kavakri would have waited outside telling you, a little hot
Hey,
in there.
Nova.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Do you guys like to meet my mom?
Yeah.
You get your muffin ready?
Oh, I got it.
I told her you had a gift for her, so.
Is Counselor Kavakri going to join us for tea?
I think she wants to meet them and introduce me to Osa.
I see. And Jade's just going to kind of pat your good arm a few times sympathetically.
Jade, what? Who is? Something really weird about it. Are they dating? I'm saying this as quiet as I can so they can't hear me.
Do me a favor, make a persuasion check.
She blushed when I asked who Osa was. Natural 20.
It really isn't my place to tell, but
I will.
Let's just say the first night he came is the first morning she awoke without weeping.
How
She has
long
been.
ago?
She hasn't smiled, but she's. It was a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
If she's happy. Yes.
Sorry, I overheard all that.
It's okay. We're in a small hut. There's really no
It's a very
privacy.
small hut.
We're just all singing like.
At that, Junko just loudly.
I should prepare you all. I do have to talk to the council later. You should join me for that, I think. Could be nice for them to see. So we can tell them all what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
If that's okay with you. Sorry. I know it's really like official.
I'm good at talking to councils. I had to do that a lot.
Is it gonna be like in Hummelbank?
Sort of, yes. Actually, Jade is on the council now. There'll be a
I
friendly
didn't want to
face
stress
you.
anyone out.
Wait,
To you, I am just Jade.
Oh no.
Counselor Jade. Thank you.
Should I have called you Counselor Jade?
Jade is fine.
You will want to refer to the rest of them as that, though. Just for fanciness sake, I don't know. Especially El Torine. Don't make sure you call him a counselor. Anyways. So yeah. I guess I will lead my friends outside the hut.
Okay.
I'm gonna nudge her because she's very hesitant about everything. I'm just gonna let's go.
Never had any outside friends. Never brought them home for sure. So I'm like,
okay. Well, as you guys come outside, you already heard the description of Kavakri, of course, but you can see a woman standing there, and she's sort of looking past the hut. Not entirely sort of zoning out a little bit. She stares into the or toward the stream flowing by. But you can see It's kind of difficult to place how old she is from her face. Like she could be 40, she could be 80. Like she has a sort of timeless vibe to her that makes it impossible to tell. But as you guys are coming
69.
out, nice. As you guys file out of the hut, she finally sort of seems to shake off whatever torpor she'd fallen under and turns her gaze to you. Hello.
These are the people I've met.
Yes.
Let me introduce them to you. This is Junko. She has a lot of weapons. She's very talented. She also drinks a lot of tea, so I think her and Jade have been, hitting it off.
I dare say Counselor Jade must have already made nice with you then.
Yes, I will send her citron.
Don't let her push too much upon you. She'll talk your ear off all day if you let her.
Okay.
This is E3. He's a really good smith, and he hits things with a hammer.
Hello.
Blacksmith. It has
He
been a
kind of-
long time since we've had either a dwarf or a blacksmith visit our village.
Is
And I'll hold this all together. So.
Well met. Forgive me if I get this wrong. And in very rough dwarvish, she's going to repeat the well met.
oh. I'll repeat it back into
It's super accented, like you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
like, but she's trying.
I'd probably like mimic her as much as possible rather than doing it in proper dwarvish.
Hurting, so you don't hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Be like
Okay.
like slightly more dwarvish than she was, just not full. Yeah.
And she'll look to the next.
This is Dracon. He's a very smart wizard.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And she'll take his hand. Forgive me. Do I know you? Have you perhaps passed through Vigor Mount in the last 30 years? Once or twice. That must be it. I was a teacher there. I never went to school there. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And you must be... She looks to Nova.
This is Cora.
Cora. And she'll actually smile at you.
Hello. I have this for you.
She gives Nova sort of a knowing half smile and she'll take it. Thank you. You are very thoughtful.
I know it looks weird, but it tastes pretty good.
It sort of sticks to my hands a little. That's all right.
It might be
She's
better
now
to
a little
use a spoon.
Yes. Would it offend you greatly if I waited until I had access to some of my utensils to eat this?
No, I just thought I should give you something since you didn't kick us out of your home or anything. So
You are a most generous, thoughtful guest. And all of you are indeed Tiger Hill's guests. While you are here, you may make yourselves at home. We do not have an inn. We do not have a general store as such. But what food and supplies you need, you may take from our storehouse. Should you require healing, you may, she gestures to the building next to the hut, come to Jade's
Never really had
forgive
a
me.
name.
It's we have never needed to refer to it in Sarah Garden.
Apothecary.
Apothecary? Yes.
Oh, okay.
As for where you may stay, we do have a guest home, though it is currently occupied.
I'm sure there's room for multiple guests.
You will
Oh,
stay in,
no.
you will have my home while you are here until better arrangements can be made.
Hey, we're not
Thank
staying
you.
long, right, guys?
No, we have.
We don't want to intrude too
no,
much.
We have something to do. Yes.
We will worry about the finer details after we speak with the Council of Earth, Sea, and Sky. It is our governing body in Tiger Hill. They see to the well-being of the community and to our traditions. Nova has to speak before them, but all of you are, of course, invited to be present, provided you show respect to the other counselors. And
Should we join her in speaking?
I can offer details on the temple and the things that they had done before I met them.
if yes, then that would be absolutely fine.
I just wanna say, quit laughing at me.
I'm sorry, Cora is fantastic.
Counselor Kabakri, Nova's been like super cool and like put together, and like she really, takes care of us because like she's just so like put together and like mature.
I will elbow Cora so hard.
I'm gonna elbow the other side of her and just like both at the same. Mine's not so hard though. Mine's just like, hey.
I'm using my left arm to be fair, so it's like a shoulder check.
In Tiger Hill, we have a belief that the quality of one's character can be seen by those they surround themselves with. And I can tell my daughter has a great deal of character already. I must go and assemble the counselors. Nova, tend to the guests. In about 15 minutes, bring them to the council hall.
Okay. I'll turn to them. You guys want a tour, or you just want to
Yes.
what do you need? I've never brought people here before.
Counselor Jade, are you coming? And yes, I just need to finish brewing and then I will be along. Of course. She'll nod to Nova and then curtly walk south across that bridge.
You got like a library?
We have we don't really have a lot. This is the healer's place. I'll point to like the smaller building on the other side of the fire in the center of that circle. That's where we keep like food stores and stuff.
Okay.
The big building over there, that's the council hall, and then on the other side of that is a cavern that leads up to the moon pool, which is where my mom like communes with the moon and stuff.
What?
Would it be possible for us to drop off our stuff somewhere?
Yeah, I can take you to
As I shift all my weapons around.
My
Wait,
mom
she talks to the moons?
Well,
In a pool.
it's more like listening, I think. Anyways,
Well, wait.
like when people speak to their god, or
What do they say?
they offer wisdom and stuff on surrounding the land and keeping these people alive. That's like
That
their
makes
job.
sense because like they're up really high. They can see a lot.
Yeah, that's good. I guess I'll walk and talk, and I'll lead them to my mom's house.
You guys cross over a log-hewn bridge. No rails or anything, but the stream flowing under it is fast-moving but shallow. Just across the bridge, you see a large, one of the only two-story buildings in the village, though it is still constructed of the same materials. It's just bigger. Within, because windows and doors are all open except for like the door, which has a curtain hanging in. Through the windows, though, you can make out it looks like a homestead, just big. And you can see that there are trophies hanging on the front wall, like the northern wall. You can see that there are numerous feathers. There are some pelts that have been like hung up. things of that nature. Nova takes you along the dock that sort of wraps around that house and then out past another small hut to another of the larger homes, though this one is still only one story. The interior, as she takes you inside, is mostly empty. There are a few hammocks hanging in it. You can see that there are other things that have been collected. Like there's some shark teeth hanging on the wall. There's scales of different colors. There's what looks like a really freaking big scorpion tail that's been mounted. Stuff like that. Typical fetishes, trophies, things like that. You can see, for the most part, though, the decorations are smaller, little bird feathers. You can see that there are a couple of very crudely done wood carvings. Can't really tell what animals they're supposed to be, but there they are anyway. You can see that there's a few, not quite toys, but like somebody was trying to make like putting like bird feathers onto a wood carving to make like an attempt at a dress and like some clothes. Sort of like what might have been a doll once, but with more natural items.
He hasn't changed the place at all. This is the house I grew up in, but anywhere you want, you just take yourselves home.
Just gonna unload myself a little bit. I didn't want to, weapons-wise, gosh, to look like I was going to attack anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, look at this cute little giraffe. Oh, sorry, I think it's a dog.
What's a giraffe?
Oh, it's like this really exotic animal with like this huge neck.
I know what a dog is, so...
No,
if
I
it's
meant
a
the
dog.
giraffe.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I set it back up where I found it.
Anyways, the bigger house that we passed by, that's Counselor Eltorine and his family. That's Valdriel's dad, actually.
Well, how did it go with your mom?
Yeah, about as we expected. She doesn't want me to leave, but
Well, we're still gonna, right?
yes, yeah. I'm hoping. I don't want to go over her head or anything, but I'm kind of hoping that I can convince the rest of the council that, unfinished business. So
What are we getting ourselves into?
I just have to tell them what happened. That's all.
And if they don't let you go?
We leave anyways.
We run.
Okay.
Can't be that
Yeah, what are
far,
they gonna
right?
do? Chase us?
No,
Are they gonna chase us?
I don't think so.
You can outrun them, you're fine.
Yeah,
Well, right,
you'd be
but
fine.
you guys can't,
Well, Shapa gave me this, and I'll pull out this little leaf. It's glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said that if I break it, we can escape. But
Well, don't
we
break
just
it
have
now.
to be next to each other. Like
Is
all close
it
together.
gonna like teleport us or
I think so. I'm not really sure.
like kind of like tree travel,
Like
but
the
in
tree.
glass leaf form?
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the tree.
I thought it
No?
was cool.
A lot quicker than I thought. For some reason, I was picturing you walk through a tunnel or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like you just go through a tree and then what's on the other side of the tree is different, and it's weird.
Anyways,
Feels like
I
we're
was
just-
like, yeah,
Your mom seems really nice.
apparently there's somebody new here.
Oh, her boyfriend?
I guess.
I mean, from what
No,
they
probably-
said, it kind of sounded like it.
Kind of sounded like it too. She did blush when she mentioned him. Apparently, he's Kalishtar?
Oh,
Didn't even know.
Well, you're gonna meet him, right?
I am supposed to. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Is he on the council?
Oh no, I think he just showed up like a few weeks ago, so I don't know him. Anyways, but yeah, it should be easy. We'll just talk to the council, and whatever they say, we'll probably leave tonight. Easy peasy.
Oh, tonight?
I don't plan on staying here.
Oh, I thought we'd
Right?
stay the night.
You want to? Well,
I don't know.
I just
well-
feel like I dragged you guys all the way here. 115 miles, as some
I'm just
unknown
thinking-
deity will say.
How far?
We should stay the night. Wait, what?
What?
How far did we go?
It's over
Where are
the
we?
pass. Where? I don't have a map. Do we have any maps?
I don't
yeah,
have a
I
map.
believe Junko had one of the country.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have a map
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the country?
We bought a map of Serigada from the pirate cabin shop,
Oh yeah.
bar, multi-faceted
Okay.
place.
So I'll just put the map out. There's like a table, right? Like a low table. Yes.
I'm just put it on the ground. I don't care.
Sure. Whatever.
I imagine
I
the
didn't
map
mention it, but yes, there is a low table.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I will
imagine
just roll
that's
it out.
like the map.
Yeah. I'll roll the map and then I'll go, well, we were here, and I'll point somewhere in the Gnarlwood that's like this. No, wait, over here somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where. Wherever I thought we were. And then I'll move my hand across and go, we are now here.
Whoa, over the mountains?
Oh,
Well, we're not that far. I mean, Vigor Mount's right there, and then you just take the road and
Oh.
you go to Hummelbank, so it's really
Ooh.
not that
We're
far.
really close to Vigor Mount.
oh. We're east of Vigamount.
Yes.
Northeast. It's does
I
that
will
right.
note where she's pointing is at a spot in the jungle that no roads go to.
makes sense?
Yeah,
So
so,
if
that's why
we-
I figured I dragged us so far away from everything that like I didn't want to linger here because I kind of derailed
Well, I
everything.
mean, you can drag us. It was a tree travel. But...
Yeah, well, I shoved you through a tree.
Well, where's that
metaphorically.
gonna put us when we use that?
I actually don't know. He didn't really explain how it worked. He just said,
Oh,
and I quote. Wait, where is it?
yeah.
Hang on.
What did he
Hang
say?
on. Oh, he said break it to return. Return
maybe
where? I
return to
don't
him?
know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm
Uh,
hoping I won't have to use it here because it could be handy in the temple, but I don't know how else we're gonna get out of here. Hang on, all the way back to Noct.
We have
So,
feet. We can walk.
over the mountains.
quite a journey.
Is there a road
I-
through the mountains?
I traveled
Um,
from Corvania.
When you came through, by the way, Junko, you would have come by this road here.
Oh, all the way over there.
Actually, at about here, you'd have gotten on a ferry, which would have taken you
Where's here?
like that.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. I'm not.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
was-
Okay. I'm zoomed out now.
And by a ferry, I guess I mean a ship. But
Wait, Junko,
When
you
I
came
left
from
here, I went through Vigor Mount, right?
mhm.
you came from that far away?
Yeah.
What? Just to get that guy? Who you were here for?
Yes.
Why did you? Okay.
Yeah, anyways, I kind of, we're really far from things, and so I didn't want to delay anything, but
I prefer not to travel through Vigor Mount, but if there's another way we could take.
hold up the leaf. This is all I got, unless Dracon has learned some form of magic that can transport us.
Not
all,
I
all
mean,
eyes are on
well,
Dracon at that second.
You said something
if you
about
let
saving
me
it.
study that leaf, I could perhaps figure out.
Can you identify it? Can you also identify this? Oh, we don't have time though. Doesn't that take a lot of time?
It does take time, yes.
We only have like 10 minutes.
I mean,
Maybe
need at
later?
least an hour.
if you did want to save it, we could travel through Vigormount. I just have to be really sneaky.
Well, you have that disguise kit, right? So worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Worst
that's
case
right.
scenario. But
I can be old lady Cora.
That's my favorite Cora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking we should stay here the night. That way we don't have to try to stay in Noct. Sleep in Noct because they're still mad at us.
True.
But if you want to leave tonight,
We'll see how the council thing goes, I guess.
I know we're here to tell the council stuff,
Well,
but is there who would be a good person to ask about the local area?
any of them?
There's not like a
There's something specific you want to know?
yeah.
what is it?
Like what?
Well,
Maybe Novacree knows.
you know, it's like possible ancient history stuff.
I know some of the history of this place.
Is this?
Yeah. I think maybe we
okay.
don't have time, so maybe we'll just do it another time if we come back here.
Could speak with Thanos or I don't know.
Is there anything we
Maybe-
shouldn't tell the council? By the way,
That's
Ooh,
what I was
good
gonna
question.
ask. We should probably keep the puck deal out of it. Probably keep RKL out of it. Just the more strange outside forces are involved, the less likely they're all gonna follow along, I think.
I wear my symbol openly.
But
It's fine if you worship it, but you know.
Okay.
they know your purpose of going to the temple, but what about ours? Can we share?
You could say why you were there, yeah. That would
If it
probably help.
Because I'm thinking about my brother. That is RKL related.
That's true. I just meant like, I don't know. I guess it's up to you if you want to tell them who you really are or not.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Well,
But I can bend the truth a little.
That'd be fine. Be careful lying. I feel like some of them are really good at telling when you're lying.
I said bend truth, not lie.
isn't a bendy truth just a lie?
Not telling all of a truth is still not a lie.
It's true. It's just selective truth.
But is it not telling the truth if you know the truth a lie?
You're making it sound like lie and truth is black and white. Let's just go
I
talk to
think
the
it is
council.
more gray.
See what happens.
I don't know. What we should leave out. Sorry.
It's okay, we got it. Don't worry.
Oh. Are we mentioning your object?
Oh.
Okay.
No. Most of, actually, everyone here doesn't really know what Kalishtar is. I mean, kind of just think we're human, so let's keep it that way, too.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Speaking of, I don't know if this pendant needs to be attuned to or not.
Oh, no.
I
it doesn't.
never got item details for that.
It does not require attunement.
Okay. This will let one of you be able to do what I do with me, like the
Turn
mind
into animals.
talking. No, I wish I could do that.
Oh,
I'd love
that
to
one.
do that.
I thought you meant the leaf. Yes, that does
No.
require attunement.
You should give it to Cora so she could ask you before she blurts something.
Wait, what?
Requires attunement. How long does it take to attune to something?
1 hour.
Oh
Damn it.
yeah, we don't got time.
I will never write this decision.
Hey guys, sorry we're an hour late. We had to do things.
Sorry, we had to do something. Okay.
Just one thing.
Yep.
I can see magic things sometimes. Anyone here that can do that? Will they be able to see what you're carrying?
Man, that. Yes. If they cast a spell, I think. Out of game, I'm not too sure on race mechanics for furbolgs and tabaxis and centaurs.
be a
so I
racial
don't know what they
thing.
can do.
I believe druids can do it though.
They're not like gonna
Druids can detect
search-
magic, yeah.
They're not gonna like search your person or anything, are they?
Would I
leave
know
your-
if they like want you to leave weapons out? I don't know, really. I don't think so.
A bunch of
I think,
high-level druids don't feel too threatened by a
Yeah,
bunch
they're
of.
not gonna be threatened.
But they're not like gonna sense it on you, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, unless they actively cast a spell to see magic things, but you would see them casting the spell.
Yeah, but that thing isn't subtle.
What thing?
Neither's that thing, to be fair.
What thing?
Ithri's pointing
the thing.
towards your bag, so orb and necklace thing that Junko's.
Yeah, but I
wearing?
mean, if it's in my bag, they're not gonna see it.
I just don't want them to like take it from you, you know?
They won't.
That's just
They're
thought
just
I should
there to-
mention it.
Smart. Let's not talk about the orb. Because if I say that I have a dark
Now that's what I
Powerful.
think about.
artifact.
What door?
Exactly. Thank you, Junko.
Oh,
It took me a second to get.
yeah.
Oh, you mean this necklace? It is kind of orby. I always
Yeah,
pick
it's
up like
nice
a
one.
random like bead necklace thing.
You can hear footsteps and the creaking of boards on the dock outside.
Oop.
A moment later, a half-elven woman steps into the doorway, not even hesitating to just walk right in. So it's true, Nova. Oh, hey, is that a map?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yes.
I'm
Hello.
sorry, I didn't expect
Oh,
all of you. I just had heard Nova Cree was...
Yeah, she's
Nova,
back.
you're back then? The half-elf, by the way, she has more like elvish look than human. Her garb is very elvish. She's wearing dark wood, her weapons look to be made of dark wood. Her armor is leather and of an elven design. She has long, light-colored hair.
This is Valoria, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
two good friends?
This is Valtriel's twin sister. Actually, I told you guys about Valtriel.
Oh.
Yes, we are the closest of friends.
So this
Can I
is
do an insight
Valoria.
check on that?
Right?
This
Yeah,
is,
go ahead.
This is Valoria.
Is Valdriel
Um,
not with you then?
I got a 1.
Yeah, you can't read this one. She's got a dry, flat expression that is completely unreadable.
How long until the council meeting?
Yeah, this is Junko, E3, Dracon, Cora. I met them in Hummel Bank.
Hello. My brother? Ah,
Not dead.
well, that's upsetting.
Was he one of the ones that was still living? I don't remember.
He's the one mind controlled.
Oh.
You
We're
hope.
we're gonna get him back, I think. We're gonna rescue him.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
He still lives then.
He's alive and 2 others. If my mom will let me leave.
We're kind of doing a rescue mission. We're gonna rescue a whole bunch of people.
I will join you in this.
Which is
Okay.
not.
Gloria, I don't
I will join you in this. El Tarin has nothing to say on the matter.
We are gonna go speak to the council, maybe listen to that first.
In that case, forget I said anything. May I see your map?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna do an
Really-
insight check for
What?
that.
Itri is very
Don't let her
confused.
see it. She's gonna do something crazy.
16.
The way there's like a 2.5% increase of volume in her tone when she asks about the map sort of keys you in that she's a map nerd.
Okay.
Not that she has any sense of ill will or malice.
Okay, it was more so like, are you gonna go on your own to find your brother kind of thing? Okay, yes, here, you can
Thank you.
borrow it.
She'll take it. And
Gloria, I know I don't have any right to ask, but if you could help convince the council to kind of supersede my mom to let me leave again, 'cause she's not gonna let me leave.
the
Take it, your
Archdruid
brother.
says you can't leave.
Of course,
She's
she says that.
disrespecting you again.
Yeah.
She
Didn't
doubted my
even-
brother and I once too.
Now, what did you do
Did.
about it?
We went anyway.
Oh, there you go.
It made the most sense. We were more than ready. We had been practicing and sneaking out for years already. As has Nova, of course.
Ooh.
You sneak out, Nova.
No.
This is where Drake
I
is
only
like,
did-
I
I-
detect
I-
lies.
I've snuck out. I only did it once though.
Was it to kiss that boy?
No, it was when I left and never came back.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I might go back one day, but
That worked really well then.
You've surrounded yourself with good influences, Nova.
Yes. These
I
are
think you're
very
making the
good
right
people.
decision, and I don't think your mother should be able to control you.
She's
You went
just-
on your mission and you returned. You're a woman now. You decide for yourself.
She's just afraid, that's all.
Okay, let's go get this meeting over so I can have more tea.
I will accompany you to the meeting as well.
Thank you. Is your mom here?
She is out on a mission with Finn.
who's Finn?
Just a really good hunter.
Oh, sorry, I'm being introduced to a lot of names, so it's
No, you're
I'm
totally
just,
fine.
There's a
I
lot
can,
to
I
keep
can
track
make
of here.
a diagram for you later
That'd be
if
really
you
good.
want.
Yes, that would actually be
I
great.
can actually draw like a little map and label it for you if that would help.
Yeah, that would help.
I'm sure that wouldn't be necessary.
Like
it's
a whole
quite
family
simple.
tree. That
Finn
would be
is-
kind of cool.
Finn is Kyrie's betrothed, and they are the two hunters for our village. Also, they serve on the speaker collectively as the speaker of
Well, Kyrie's
Warriors.
war, yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Kyrie took over for Usk, who
Yes.
went with me to the temple.
yes.
Okay.
Would there be a
Sorry,
test on
for
this?
listening. No.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm taking notes. I'll let you look at mine. If there is.
You take
Sometimes
notes
They
on
support.
things like this.
No.
Well, they all tend
Well,
to.
when I'm introduced to a lot of people at once, sometimes I forget names. I'm better with faces.
We've been to a lot of places, Gloria. So it'd be cool to have your map making skills with us.
I would enjoy that.
We went through a bunch of jungle and did our best to map. I think we got about halfway before we got lost.
May I see it? Which jungle is it?
Junko.
The
The Gnarlwood?
Gnarlwood.
The Gnarlwood. I've never been there. I
That's where the other druids are.
I would be very excited to have a look at this map, if you'll permit it.
Oh,
Perhaps while we're on the way to the council hall.
yeah,
I
here,
presumed we were already walking.
and I'll hold
Okay,
one
yeah.
side for. I'll hold one
Okay.
side for them.
She'll take it and kind of like gently try to tug it so she can have the whole thing to herself.
Oh yeah, if it's small enough, then yeah.
It's
I was thinking it
so
was a
far.
little bit bigger.
You guys didn't go very far into the jungle, so I guess it could be bigger. I just assumed like you'd I don't know. I guess it could be. That's
Leave
up to you.
room.
If you imagine it's bigger, then yeah, she'll accept the help. I see. Your markings are very ingenuitive. I've never seen cartography of this particular nature. I tend to favor something a little more efficient, less creative, not as exciting to look at, but more practical for use and avoiding getting lost. You see how you've added these little leaf shapes to the trees here? I tend to use a single shape just to mark the
I'll put my
entire-
hand on her. Valoria, she's new to it. You gotta ease her in.
No, I'm learning a lot. Let's continue. So I go like this, but how do you prevent from getting lost when you don't know where you are?
Well, if I already don't know where I am, I'm already lost, but I assume what you mean is how do I never get into a position where I could be lost? And to do
Or get
that,
extra
I
lost.
stay in places that are already mapped. Or if I am mapping, I ensure that I never get taken further than I have already drawn.
Okay, well, what if you get the black dragon on you and you have to run your ass off?
Did see a black dragon.
I would ensnare the dragon and then hide and wait for it to pass.
That didn't work very well. Don't
It
you?
was a little big to
we did
We
half of that.
sorta did that.
We did half of that.
I mean, that kind of is what you guys did, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kinda did.
Yeah, but it's
It was
it's
more
the
like 3 hours of running away from it before that was the problem.
yeah. Well, it was more so also like the blind sense.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you could not hide from it, then ensnare it and have your hunting party engage it, and while you continue to draw its attention
What
through the use of magic.
what kind of dragon do you think we fought or ran from?
Just gonna make an investigation check. She studies you guys. Well, if I had to surmise, I would suspect it would be either a green or a black dragon, as you mentioned, engaging it in combat or running from it, and you would have no need to flee from one of the metallics. Between a green and a black,
I said black.
oh, you said black. I must have missed that.
You don't have dragons like around here, do you?
Only rarely.
We've had enough of dragons.
I mean, no. She looks at Nova back at you.
Oh. Are they black or
Big crocodile.
metallic?
Well, in the mountains to the north, there have been both red and white dragons historically.
We also met a white dragon.
And killed
At this point, you guys are approaching the council hall now. Good. White dragons are brutes, beasts who upset the balance of nature. Also-
yeah, she wasn't nice.
Yes, they are not nice. I'm sorry, Nova. I didn't ask your permission before assuming I could come with you. Is
Oh.
that okay?
Yes, please.
She kind of does an awkward little smile. Okay, I will accompany you then.
I give her a hug because I didn't hug her when I saw her. So.
She's very stiff and kind of almost doesn't hug back until there's a
I
little
know.
pet.
No, that's good. You're here. We're all backing up Nova.
Sorry, I know hugs aren't your thing. It's just
You do understand my being present may make it awkward with my father. I would understand if you'd prefer I distance myself for your convenience.
Your father's on the council?
Yeah, he's Counselor Eltery.
Oh, right. Okay, hold on.
If you distance yourself, can I ask you a question later about map
Of course.
stuff?
I would be thrilled to discuss map making with you. Cartography is my passion and my life.
That's what you're going to talk
Design
about,
is my
buddy.
passion.
So much passion.
As you
This
guys
is the best
enter,
thing ever.
as you guys enter the council hall, you can see that it's wide open. Like there's not different rooms. It's one really big room. And you can see that there are little wooden pedestals that have been wood shaped so that it's like the start of a tree, but set into 3 arcing steps that end at a pedestal with sort of a wood front to it. So hands could rest on there, or you could gavel or set something to be looked at. and there are 9 of these in a circle, but in groups of 3. So that there's like 3 easy walkways between them to the center. And the circle itself has about a 20-foot diameter to it. And as you enter, you can see that there are a number of individuals standing at each of these podiums. And I will describe them to you after we take a break. Because right now we're gonna rest, get some water. I'd encourage you guys in chat to stretch, get some snacks, send me some snacks, make some tea. Yeah. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
Oh, I miss Cryptic and Billy.
We're live. Thank you for that.
Well, that is.
Well, now
that is,
now they heard me admit it.
that is the mood right there.
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a nice break. Hope you got snacks. Hope you sent some of those snacks my direction. What are you doing?
I got some tea.
Feeding cuties.
I got
Go
tea.
on, eat it. Eat it.
When do I get
Eat
a?
it. Eat it.
When do I get a tea?
You ran away before I heated the water.
I got scared.
So...
All right, so let's get back into things. In fact, since this is a little more somber, do I have anything a little more somber?
Somber.
Well, yeah, you guys are.
This is
Oh,
all
wait.
like upbeat and party music. Let's put party music on.
Party.
I might not actually.
literally,
have
the
something that's more-
council meetings are just like
The
rage.
investigation
big party.
music. I want the investigation
Oh,
music.
don't make me do that again.
We can't do that without crap. It's fine.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, he could just rewatch this later and then he'll just jam while he's listening.
I mean, he probably will. I guess I could just.
No, it's fine.
No,
I don't know.
Jungle,
do
jungle ambience.
I
you do
don't
what you
have
want.
anything. I never thought I would need this.
You don't need it. You know what? We don't even have to do this.
Oh no, we're too. It's far too late for that.
Is this
That'll
where?
No, it's not.
Is this where
It's
Nova
not.
just nopes and breaks the leaf like straight
As we're
away?
walking in.
You try to turn around, there's going to be too many people that are just going to be like, nope, taking you in.
I imagine as soon as I step through the door, I'm like, people
So,
leave.
as you guys enter, you're kind of brought into the center of the circle of podiums. And you can see 2 familiar faces among the 9 who are watching you. You see Kavakri, and the front of her, I call it a podium, but it's more of like just a slab of wood, really, that's been shaped. But the front of it is a depiction of 3 moons, triangular, above a figure wearing an elk antler crown. Beside her, hang on, I gotta actually open my proper notes now. Beside her, you can see an old human. His eyes are milky and white. He's sort of a little hunched over. And as old as he is, you can't really tell how old. He could be 60, he could be 90. Once again, there's sort of that almost timeless quality about him. But he sort of has, in spite of his milky white eyes and his age, there's something sort of sad about him as he just calmly looks past you guys as you move in. On Kavakri's other side is the centaur I mentioned before. This would be most of your first time seeing him, but you can see that his torso covered completely with the night sky as a tattoo. He's sort of looking in, it's hard to get a read on his expression, a very odd expression looking upon you guys as you enter. Almost like he's scrutinizing you, measuring you to some extent. In the next group of 3, which is, the next 3 in line, you see Jade, who's standing at a podium. Hers depicts two older humans kind of huddled together under stars. Beside Jade, you see another human woman. This woman has short, dark hair, darker complexion, brown eyes. She's built very athletic, looks to be in her mid-30s. And there are two spears on her, or carved into her wood, that are like crisscrossing. She's also studying you, though. Did you say you were leaving your weapons behind?
I don't think so.
No?
Junko left your weapons?
All but one.
What do you have?
I would have my Kusarigama.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, her eyes are absolutely like locked on that Kusarigama. Like they flick from weapon to weapon that you guys have. They sort of just drift past Dracon's staff.
My staff.
Your staff. E3's hammer, there's sort of a and then the Kusarigama, and her eyes are just on that, sort of gleaming until you stop paying attention to her. She's not going to stop paying attention to that. Next to her, you see, at first you think him to be a full-blooded elf. He's in long flowing robes of like a lavender and green. He has the bearing of a high elf, and yet his ears are only slightly prolonged, marking him as a half elf. But you feel a sense of intensity from him, and it's not a warm feeling. And on the front of his podium, you can see that there's an image of like leaves and pieces of wood and like little trinkets set one beside the next. And that's it for that trio. The final trio, the first person you see is tall with gray furred arms, and his body is covered in gray fur. His face is almost it's almost like it's almost horse-like in its shape, but the ears are sort of rounded and pointed. And you can see he has bright green hair, and he's wearing all manner of hang on, let me find his. Did I not open a page for him? Whoops. Sorry. Okay, you can see that he's got a lot of like plants growing around his limbs. And you can see that there's just a wide knobbed club hanging from a belt. And when he smiles at you, it does give sort of the impression of a horse just beaming at you. Very friendly, not menacing, but also, the more perceptive of you would notice that foul smell from earlier is coming from him, of like burnt cinnamon tea and two old forest leaves.
No.
In fact, even as you guys are coming, he's one of the few that's speaking as you're coming in. He's, hello, hi, hello, to each of you as you guys are coming in.
I'm gonna put the mask up a little bit.
Aww.
Avoid the smell.
Or her Taurus.
Oh no, I do it like as I'm walking in, just like,
That's fine. He doesn't even notice.
Okay. That's what I was avoiding.
The last, or no, I'm sorry, there's two more. The next one in line, you wouldn't know it, but he's actually standing on, like, the steps, the 3 steps up to the podium for him are actually 6 steps because he is a gnome. He has a wild assortment of white hair that's just kind of sticking out, spiked in every direction. Like the cliche of a cartoon character who got zapped by lightning. but he's wearing like a vest and a tunic with long dress sleeves, and you can see like gold buttons on his shirt under the vest. He has big bulbous spectacles on that make his eyes look a little bug-eyed. But he looks absolutely venerable. Like his wrinkles have wrinkles. Even on this podium, he's like leaning on a cane, and he's so far opposite of acknowledging you guys coming in that he's just sort of like vacantly staring at a wall. He's not blinking. He doesn't blink a single time since you guys come in. The closest of you to him can probably hear his breathing is a little heavier, and there's like a squeak as of air escaping from somewhere that isn't quite his nose. No telling where that air is coming from, but he has an air leak somewhere.
He's a little balloon.
His podium depicts a circle, and people stand, or I should say, rather, it depicts people standing in a circle, all like in a position of prayer or meditation. The last is a woman you've seen before. She's huge, built probably bigger than any woman you've seen except Kaylee. She's about the same size as Kaylee. Completely bulging muscles, and half of her body is tree. Which would, of course, be the first most noticeable thing.
There will be a quiz later. Just kidding.
I am taking my notes here.
I have not taken a single note.
I'm just kidding.
And you can see that there is a infant in a basket on the front of her podium. Also, you can see that she alone has a weapon in hand, not raised at anybody, but she's holding a spear that is covered all up and down its shaft in like thorns and barbs upon it, though it doesn't seem to bother her to hold it. And there's just little bits of growth hanging off of it. And she's holding it in the wooden hand. So you guys are here. And Archdruid Kavakri, thank you for gathering. I understand some of you are new to our ways, so know that you address the Council of Earth, Sea, and Sky. We are the governing body of the people of Tiger Hill. Novakri, my daughter, has returned from her... actually, did we ever talk about what the word would be in Druidic, what the mission is called? I know there'd be a word for it. So I'll just say then she refers to it in a term in a language none of you speak, but to Nova, you know it being as your right of adulthood. The other members of this mission did not return. Therefore, I thought it best we should all hear in full your story. Daughter?
Yay! Okay.
You got this, Nova.
We'll just tell them. I'm gonna give an abridged version because if you want to watch the whole thing, you can just watch our YouTube channel.
Yeah, just give them the
but
YouTube links, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll tell them about everything that happened. Knocked the temple. I will leave out the orb. Let's take it one step at a time. So the first part you're telling them is about the travels. Yes.
And as you're talking about the journey to Noct, there's no real interruptions. There's a few questions from the hunchbacked older man who's just asking a few clarification questions. You know him as Thanos. Mm-hmm. It's when you get to Noct that you can sense before he says anything. You already know it's coming when Eltarine kind of, and you can see as you're going, he's like increasingly fidgeting a little bit until, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you there. Guests, I am Counselor Eltorning. You are telling me that in a place of known ill repute, a place we have long avoided, you deemed it necessary to stop in an inn. I would like to know whose decision this was.
I mean, I'm a little hazy on the details.
I don't remember.
My decision. Sure.
It was the group's decision.
We're not talking about you. You
Oh.
weren't there, Cora.
It was the whole group's decision, not just Nova.
Like, I was there.
What's your name? The gnome suddenly says, and like this is the first sign of actually still being alive he has shown since you got here. All this
I'm
time he has
sorry.
yet to blink.
Sorry, Counselor, think of him. I forgot to introduce my companions. I hadn't got to that point in the story yet.
These companions are relevant to this story.
Yes.
They're
Sim.
involved in your mission, are they?
Yes.
Good.
That's typical. When I was young and I was going on missions like these,
I'm just gonna glare at any other council member. Like,
outsiders.
And you can see a few of the counselors' eyes are sort of glazing over. The part tree woman sort of snorts, Counselor Thankavine, when you were her age, these trees hadn't yet borne seed.
That's very rude. I'll have you know, most of these trees were still around when I was that age.
Counselor,
Or at least they're the trees that they sprung from were.
I hate to interrupt, Counselor, but could I please continue with my story and let you know how these people are relevant?
Eltorin cuts in. I would very much like to hear what became of your ill decision.
So then I will mention that we had intended to set out for the temple in the morning, like before the sun rose, but some people broke in, and then
At this
remember
point-
waking-
Sorry, Eugotheus kind of interrupts, sort of as an aside, but it wouldn't be lost on you that Eugotheus adds, "You didn't listen to the stars. If you had talked to the stars, you'd have known. I did try to tell the girl, talk to the stars." Like, he doesn't interrupt it, but you'd hear him commenting this.
And then I'll tell them that all I remember is waking up at the temple, that a priest there took my arm as a sacrifice, and then I will say that I was kind of like in and out, and then I remember waking up to Usk ushering me out of the temple, and then going back in, and I kind of like stumbled away a little bit, passed out.
Usk, forgive me, this being Kyrie speaking, the short-haired woman with the two spears crossed on her podium. Counselor Kyrie, Usk was well. He was the one who rescued you? Were the others
Yes.
with him?
They were all with him. Yes, I believe that they were fighting enemies within the temple in an attempt to rescue me.
So it seemed like they had fought their way in, not snuck in, or...
I think so. I'm really sorry. I don't have much detail.
It's
I was in a lot
totally
of
understandable. Is it?
pain.
Yes, it is.
And then I will mention that a druid in the Gnarlwood found me and helped get me back to health. And told me.
Which druid?
Unfortunately, I was in too much pain. I didn't catch her name. I assumed she was part of the Circle of the Land.
And you trusted her?
I did.
Just went off into the woods with her?
Well, she could have killed me at any point, sir, but she did not, so.
That's very lucky, seems like. Of course, I was never a big proponent in relying on luck.
I'm going to glare at Eltorine like, dude, say something.
Counselor, thank you, Bean. Perhaps that is a discussion we could have later. For the time being, It would seem Novacree was doing her best. Who can say how one survives on their own in hostile territory? Please continue.
And I'll tell about how she told me to go seek out the Druid of the Grove in Hummelbank because they might know something about the temple. And then when I got there, I found out the Druid was dead, had gone crazy, and I met these people. And then I will introduce them all, and I will say, this is Dracon. He's a wizard. This is Cora and
Hi.
E3 and Junko. And we do have another one in our group, Therithio. He is visiting his peoples right now in an attempt to get us some help at the temple.
Do you know who his people are?
The elves? I don't know the official term.
Yeah, he never gave it.
He never said it. But I
Elves, you know.
do know they
Well,
are
that
elves.
certainly narrows it down somewhat. Can you
Yep.
perhaps narrow it down further from potentially any elven enclave on Enderan?
I
he
believe
from
they
Saragata?
reside.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Indeed.
I'm gonna pass
And
it.
Eltarine kind of glances at Kavakri, who you see them exchange sort of a knowing look. And back to you. Please continue, Nova.
Turns out these people had taken care of or captured the priest in the temple that had taken my arm 6 months earlier.
So you fought your way into the temple,
No,
Kyrie asks, pointing to the other group now.
I'll let.
I'm
you
sorry about the
tell
interruption,
that
Nova.
part.
If you don't mind, I'd kind of like to hear from your friends about this.
Of course.
We didn't fight our way into any temple. Not yet.
Yeah. They were held out at the moat house, which was nearby. Kind of like an in-between for them. And that's where we did the thing.
You killed him.
He's prisoner.
Yeah, technically.
And you can see, like, he flicked between the two of you. He heard both.
He is currently being held prisoner and has been used to gain information in regards to the temple.
Is that right?
Yes.
What is his connection with the elves, this priest?
Don't think he has a connection to the elves. He
Uh,
worked
no.
for the temple. His name's Lareth.
Yes, I know.
Okay, I don't understand your question then.
The elves have an interest in the temple.
I think their leader is taken captive in the temple.
Yes. You see, business has continued, and I have done my part for this community. And in so doing, I have received news from Vigormount. You understand that this Lareth is no longer in Hummelbank.
He was to be transported to Vigormount, I believe.
Yes, he was.
What?
There was a team of elves.
What happened?
They were all
We-
killed.
By
He
who?
killed his own rescuers and then left.
He wasn't. He didn't
This is
know
news
the
to us.
elves.
We've been in Oakhurst taking care of a diseased, a Gulthias tree for the
Wait,
past couple
so
weeks. So
he's
this is
in-
news to us.
He's in Vigormount now.
I don't
Where
know
is-
where. I do not know where he is. I was in Vigormount when I heard news. They say, after he
I'm
killed
gonna-
these elves, he fled.
I'm gonna mind link to Cora and just say, hey, keep the emotional reaction to a minimum because I don't want them knowing
I'm
Yeah, we
gonna go
got-
outside. She's leaving. She's gonna try to leave.
She'll be fine. She just gets really stressed out.
In what way is this? In what way? You can see Kavakri is like struggling with what looks like some severe anxiety, or maybe
Yeah, no, I don't blame her.
she's upset.
Same girl.
It came out of nowhere. How does this relate to our affairs? The elves. Forgive me. The elves are our allies, but their connection to this priest is not the matter we are here to discuss.
It was unknown by us, so we
It is
are
a totally different affair, and that is
willing
not
to
your
do
fault.
information searching on it. Obviously, our friend Tharithiel could probably help us out with that.
I don't think that will be necessary. Oh, but I think it would be quite a good idea. She's a woman now. Remember, Kavakri? It's
Anyways,
the role of
As a
adults in this
puppet.
village to make good on their mistakes. Oh, that's kind of harsh, don't you think, Counselor Eltarine? Nova, you go ahead and continue your story, says Counselor Hertoris.
thank you.
Sorry about that.
Deep breath, right?
Hmm?
It's the
Oh, okay. Which one's Counselor Stinky Breath again?
Furbolg.
the Furbolg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it
Words.
was a horse guy.
Yep.
No, the
That's
centaur.
it
There's
is.
a centaur and there's a Furbolg.
There's two horse guys. There's the literal horse guy, and then there's the guy who kind of has vaguely horse-like features.
Of course, there are horses in this fucking place.
And if nobody stopped her, Cora just completely went outside. So
I
Okay.
wouldn't have stopped her.
No one would stop you.
Good.
I don't think.
After meeting these people and discovering that we had same interests in regards to the temple, we decided to work together, and I explained what had just happened. And I was introduced to a wizard named Byrne, who resides in Humblebank. And
Byrne
he
is known to us. I communicated with him. And Kavakri's addressing the rest of the council, you can see. I spoke with Byrne. We had a brief discourse, a number of magical correspondences. He can be trusted.
He
Is that
was one of the
correct?
ones. Yes, yeah. So he helped us out. We helped root out some spies in Humblebank that were working for the temple, as well as an assassin. And we got some information on the temple in regards to that. Then we had also learned about a Gulthias tree that was in Oakhurst that had been plaguing that area, and passed through Noct again on our way to go there.
It seems like you've been very diligent in your efforts to complete your assignment,
Yes,
even
I-
after great difficulty and trauma.
Yes, I would like the chance to be able to finish it further. It is not done yet. I learned in all of our information gathering that 3 of the druids that went with me originally are still alive. I
Which
don't
three?
know which. I don't know which ones. And I like a chance to rescue them, and a few other individuals that we have learned are being held prisoner at the temple.
Well, I'm willing to bet if they were fighting, Counselor Usk is still alive. I've sparred with Usk myself. I don't think there's another soul on on this continent that could take him down.
Yes, well, maybe a combination of 40 or 50 could take him down instead of just one. I don't know how many are there, but
And before he can continue, Kavakri kind of rolls her eyes. If you are going to say when you were doing missions like this, we don't need to hear it. The council can live without your anecdotes. Counselor, thank him.
well, all right. I was just going to illustrate my point. We were a lot more polite to our elders, too.
All right, it's just a lot of information to get out in a small amount of time.
You're doing great, Nova. Says Counselor Hertoris. Just keep it up.
So after helping out Oakhurst, we managed to save a couple of kids who had wandered into the area the Gulthias tree had inhabited. We burned the tree. It is no longer plaguing those lands, and we made our way south into the Gnarlwood in search of the Circle of the Land Druids, because we heard that their leader had been doing some searching on the temple, and were looking for information to help us infiltrate that place. It is massive from what we've learned. There's a lot going on, but we do know a few key things that could help. That's pretty much it.
And that
I came
is
here.
where you came here from.
Yes.
I would have hoped Archdruid Shava would have reached out to me before sending you, but that is a trifle. Counselors, this seems very straightforward to me. My daughter has fulfilled her mission.
I haven't. Sorry to interrupt. I haven't fulfilled my mission. The temple is still standing and growing in power. The 3 of the 5 druids that travel with me are in there, and a few other individuals are in the temple in need of rescuing.
Young lady! Forgive me for interrupting you, but your elders were speaking.
I'm sorry, I just don't think you understand that my mission is not done, regardless of what Archdruid Kavakri says.
Be that as it may, all proper respect should be shown.
Sorry.
And you can see Eltarin kind of scrutinizing you for a moment before he kind of continue.
The temple is growing in power. I don't know. Can ask my companions. They've all been there the whole time. We've been learning all of this information about them trying to free Zugmoy, and Ayuz is involved, and all these different elemental priests are involved. It's gonna be bad if they're allowed to succeed.
Thanos kind of clears this up. He's just kind of staring past you.
Lord of Dontoria?
Yes.
These affairs, international. There will be war if Ayuz is involved. Many will die. Many have already died.
And he sort of looks in the general direction of Kavakri.
It would be wisdom, I think, to take heed of these events and to act while the seed is yet ungrown.
She, perhaps we should consider whether or not this is the affair of Tiger Hill. Our business is with the moon. We look to the sky, the sea, the earth. Here. Well, I can certainly see where you'd be thinking that way, Counselor Kavakri. But your daughter's clearly made some good friends. There's clearly been some good people over in Saragarda who've taken good care of her while she was out there. And they've always done right by me. In fact, I sometimes go out there and I'll buy seeds for my garden in Vigor Mountain. It would be a shame.
Sorry, I have, while not as diligently as I was raised to, been communing with the moon. And this is the right thing to do.
That, the centaur says, is still to be determined. The stars have not spoken of this one way or the other. I would very much like to hear what they say, to listen to the voice of the stars and let destiny decide its course. We are but insects upon the leaf of destiny. It is the stars that determine our fates. It should be the stars that determine our actions in this place. Forgive me.
Counselor, I strongly disagree with that.
Young lady, you are from Saragarda?
Born?
Very good. Your people believe in the words of a self-made god.
My people believe in the actions that you do. I was not raised, I said born.
The people of Saragarda believe in the wisdom of a self-made lineage of gods. It is my belief, and the belief of my ancestors, and the belief, I thought, of this council, that the destinies written in the stars are to be taken seriously,
So
trusted in a way that any entity born upon this mortal plane simply does not have the ability to interpret. Is it not so?
Well, I've always listened to the stars. When we were young and I was yet to be a counselor, we trusted
This guy.
that the voice of the stars and the speaker of stars would lead us right.
Thank you, Counselor Thankabin.
And if the stars are silent, you just do nothing?
If the stars are silent, then we fall upon the wisdom of our elders, our ancestors, and our archdruid.
And what did your ancestors do? We saw things that happened in that meadow.
We look to Thanos.
Our ancestors have yet to take part in this struggle. But it is the view of our ancestors, the words of those who came before, that we not ignore this threat, lest a threat to our neighbors become a threat to ourselves. It is the great regret of the past that we have always adopted isolationism.
We have adopted isolationism because it is prudent, because it maintains a neutrality so that when governments change, when monarchs change, we can continue to treat with them.
This is beyond monarchs and governments. If you stay neutral in this, or at least don't let me go and finish what we have started, then you will be neutral to a world of darkness and evil.
Neutral to the same party that took your son, Altarine, Counselor Altarine. And do not think for the faintest second that I have forgotten that. He looks at Nova. And were you to return to Saragarda, what would you do?
We would, with the aid of as many allies as we've gathered thus far, and ourselves, infiltrate the temple, take down Sakmoy and all of the priests, and make sure that nothing can ever happen there again, as well as free as many of those that are trapped as possible.
Just like that, your mother says.
Yeah. I'm simplifying it a little bit, but
You have the means to fight demons, demon lords.
these people I've traveled with and have become my friends over the last month are very strong and powerful.
She kind of interrupts you, addressing the rest of you guys gathered. You have the power then to deal with demon lords, elementals.
She took down a dragon.
I didn't ask about a dragon.
They're just as
Can
powerful,
you
no?
deal with a demon lord? Do you have even the faintest plan to handle that? Or would you, and she's now looking at E3, walk into her throne room and swing your weapons at her and hope that they work?
I have a question. If there was a demon lord that was coming for you, and you had no real hope, would you not fight anyway?
They're kind of now looking up. You can see that both Counselor Kyrie and Counselor, I don't think she's spoken yet, but the tree woman, Counselor Ibriope, are both like nodding and looking at the others like, yeah, what do you think about that? And there's a few of them who look a little moved.
I'm not very good at plans, but someone needs to do something.
On that, I think, counselors, can we all agree that we cannot ignore this threat one way or another? And there's sort of a murmur of dissent, except for Thankavim, who's just sort of zoning out, doesn't move, doesn't say anything.
More air.
Yeah. It is a question of what we are going to do about this. I do not believe sending yet more of our children is the answer. No, you didn't seem to oppose to sending my children. And you can see she's sort of taken aback by that.
I'm gonna look
And-
at Nova. Can I go like this, like very subtly, and just be like,
Mind link to you.
"Got him."
Got him.
It's still like trying not to.
Her Taurus speaks up. Come on, El Tori. You know it's not like that. She sent her own child. She sent plenty of children. And then kind of frowned as he realizes what he said. And it's clear that, like,
Oh, Taurus.
he was
Okay,
trying. There's sort of a quiet from the group now.
With
Yeah.
respect, sorry. If you're talking about completing this mission, I haven't. Everyone else that has come back and done this has. I haven't. It would
Your
go against
task
our
was
tradition.
together.
No, it would go against tradition. We don't
She's
know fully
right.
what's
It would
going
go
on.
against tradition. We finished the job.
God.
You didn't let me finish this. Perhaps it's just a mission that has evolved into more than what it was on the surface. And that's okay. Everything changes, nature changes. It's the way of things. You can't work against the change. You can't try to stop it. That goes against nature.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Okay, well.
That's tragic.
R.I.P. Okay.
It may be the way of nature, but we guide nature. We are the minds guiding this. Your mission was to gather intelligence and return, and you have. Your job in this is done. We should we should let Valoria go. Let her assemble a party. I am willing. She's willing. We should let Valoria assemble a party of warriors. We should speak. We should work with the others in Saragarda who are already doing this. With Shava,
So-
with Byrne.
These people right here who have been working under Byrne's guidance?
Yes. With these, and suddenly she, you get a sense of like she's just thought of something. Yes, these people right here. As you've said, as my daughter has reiterated
I
multiple
am part of these
times, they are
people?
more than competent and capable. My daughter has said she has no plan with which to deal with a demon lord. They do. Let us turn to those who is Nova looking a little angry at this point?
Look a little mad. I've got my hand in my bag. I'm very close to pulling out a certain object.
Just a reminder that Cora isn't here. If
Yeah,
you
I know.
freaking
Not that
party
one. Not
split
that one. Not that one.
three-way-
The other object. The other object.
Oh,
the
I was
one,
gonna
the
say,
other one.
just you guys
Not the
one way,
leaf.
Cora's still here.
No.
Cora comes back in. I'm sorry. What?
Right as we disappear. No. The
Oh
other
my God.
object. I am
Oh.
putting my hand on it though. I don't know if that counts as holding it.
It does.
Fuck.
Are you going all Frodo, girl?
Fuck. I just
And
went
just so you know-
Frodo.
You aren't fully aware of it. It's only in hindsight that you'll remember it. But there are whispers speaking to you, suggesting all the different things you could do with that. And it's sort of, well, yeah, like Frodo. You
Yeah,
can-
I just rolled
it's
a
calling
7
to
on
you,
my save, so
urging
I'm
you to take
exhausted.
it, to use it.
You're tired.
I'm exhausted.
None of the counselors notice this. While this is going on, Ibriope and Kyrie have been arguing with Kavakri like for the last 10 seconds or so, just like, she is more of a woman than you give her credit for. Look at that injury. She came back from, Ibriope, that is not a small injury. And for one of her age, to show such poise and adaptation, yes, I think she is a warrior, one of our finest. She is not you, Ibriope. She is Novakri, my daughter, and she has done enough with this. And why do you get to decide whose daughter and whose son gets to go? I was under the impression this was to be the will of the entire council. Jade speaks up. Perhaps we should take a brief pause. Some of us have hot heads, and we should let cooler minds prevail. And what are you suggesting, Jade? Do you mean me? And
I'm gonna mind link to my mom and just say, "You have to keep it cool, girl." That's not what I say. I don't know what I say.
No, it's still
Hey.
like, keep it.
what do you
Keep it cool. Keep it tight. Tighten up, mom. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Just be like, I think a recess is probably good.
And then she sort of realizes that like she's red-faced and angry and forgive me. Yes, a recess. We should take a brief recess. Elthorine? I suppose that could be in order. He'll gavel. Of course he has a gavel. He'll gavel his
Of course he
podium.
has a cat.
Let's take an hour. You guys, actually, in fact, as the counselors start to depart, her Taurus is going to come up to you and kind of put a hand on your back. Are you okay?
I
How are
like.
you?
I suddenly feel very exhausted. Good.
Well, why don't you come on by my place? I'll get you some tea. We'll get you something rejuvenating. Come on,
Okay.
come with
I need to. speak
your
with the-
friends can come too. I'd love to meet
Oh.
them.
Yep. Okay.
That's the stinky tea guy.
It's the Furbolg. Yep.
Oh,
He's gonna turn. Hi. You can call me her Taurus.
Junko.
I got all of your names when you were introduced, but it is an
Okay.
absolute pleasure, Junko. Do you do any gardening?
I
Oh, but
can
she likes tea.
cut.
Oh, you like
Grass?
tea? I love tea.
I have this oolong right here. You can try.
Oh, I don't like oolong. I like to prepare my own brews. They're pretty good. Come on by. I'll give all of you a chance to taste it.
Okay.
And as he starts to make his way, he's actually gonna stop. Hey, wasn't there one more of you?
Yeah, it's just should be outside.
You all right?
gets very anxious, I think.
Do you want me to give you a minute?
Yes.
Why not? Okay, I'll head on back to my place and get a kettle on.
Yeah.
He's
We'll
gonna.
find Cora.
Okay.
Cora.
As soon as he gets out of earshot, I'm gonna lean over to Nova Cream and be like, I don't want to taste it. It smells
I know,
really
I'm
bad from this
really
plant.
sorry.
I
I'm
can't,
so sorry.
I can't do it.
He's really nice. I just always dump it into the plants. Makes great fertilizer.
Oh, okay. Let's go find Cora. Cora.
Cora, where have you gone?
Away.
Away.
Where is the council taking place? This
Big.
meeting?
Big building.
I suppose
Big
I can
building.
put
Big.
some of the
big
buildings you guys
building.
know on the map.
There's a moon pool in the cave. If you want to talk to the
Yes.
stars.
Towards the cave. Yeah, at the other side.
I don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
moon pool earlier.
Oh
so-
yeah, you did say
Yeah.
that's where you talk to the moon.
Don't forget this one. You
I
told
did
us what
point
this
out
was.
that one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was that one. That's it.
Actually,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna go to. She would have went to that moon pool. She would have been outside.
I
for
don't
a
know if you could go
while.
up there, but good luck.
Why not?
So, Cora, when
She
you walk
would've-
around the building to the tunnel, you can go into the tunnel and you can kind of see some of the drawings on the walls. Is there anything in particular you want to look at? Do you think you'd be paying much attention, or would you just be exploring? Or
No. So she would have like been pacing around outside. Like when you're so upset and anxious, and you just like want to, you're just walking around like you know.
Mhm.
It's hard to explain, but she wants to go to that moon pool. She wants to try using it if she can. So
Okay.
she wouldn't really be paying much attention to.
So when you start making your way through the tunnel, you get maybe 100 feet before some of the roots that are kind of hanging in the tunnel, just loosely, sort of
Oh.
grow together, forming a natural gate in front of you.
Oh, gated. Okay. She's just gonna kind of like, can I come through? Put her hand on the vine. Like, I really need to talk to somebody that can help me. Hello? I'm just gonna yank on the vine.
The roots
slaps
almost
me across the face.
reluctantly sort of pull slightly apart, enough that you could fit through.
Oh, shit, I'll go through. I thought they were gonna slap me. Bitch, get out of here.
They close up again behind you, but
Oh, I'm sure that's fine.
as you make your way out of the tunnel, you come out at the moon pool.
Is it
You
just
heard the description earlier. It's abandoned. There's nobody here. Just clear, pure water, stones, a very meditative silence. Like even the sound of the birds and the insects and such aren't as overwhelming out here as elsewhere in the jungle.
Oh, I don't know how to use a moon pool. Okay. She'll put a finger in the water.
It's cold, ice cold to the touch. Not painfully cold, but like, so not like Lake Superior cold, but like ocean cold.
Fucking cold. Okay. Okay. She's gonna take off her little booties and go in it. Is it deep?
Oh yeah. It's about 60 feet deep.
Oh,
But you
sweet
can
Jesus!
you can see all the way to the bottom.
Oh God, that's terrifying. She'll just
You-
how wide is it?
What did I say? 20 feet, give or take? No, not even, like 15 feet.
Uh, she'll just swim out there to the middle of it, I guess.
Mhm.
She doesn't know how moon pools work. She just knows you talk to the moon with it. And is it open at the top?
Yes. So there's 3 trees that sort of lean over, creating shade around most of the pool, but the very center of the pool has just straight open. And looking up, you can see the sunny blue sky.
Oh, it's not even nighttime.
No,
You
it's
got
not
that,
even.
Mom?
It's early afternoon.
Hey, moon's still there.
Mm-hmm.
She'll just look up and I don't know if you can hear me, but those elves that were killed, that's my fault. And I don't really know what to do. I just really need some help. And she's just gonna start crying in the pool. And that's it.
After a few minutes, you hear a low growl.
Oh God.
Not long, just sort of like a growl in the back of the throat. And turning, you can see standing at the shore of the pool is a tiger.
Oh, God.
But the tiger, unlike any you've ever seen, it's the same. It's bigger than really any of the ones you've ever seen, even bigger than the one Nova turned into that one time. But instead of orange fur, it is a shimmering, translucent silver with glowing white eyes. And it's just looking at you.
Is it Suicune? Ah.
And it takes a few steps back from the pool and then sits down. Continues looking at you.
Well, I'm fucking freezing, so I'll cry a little bit and I'll come out of the pool. I'll just swim towards it.
Okay. Yeah, there's enough space for you to climb out and stand in front of it.
I'll just crawl out and just sit there, actually. Just... Sorry, is this your pool?
Looks at you.
I thought I could use it.
It gets up from its sitting position and sort of walks up to you, studying you. It reaches out one big moonlit paw and just sort of places it on your chest. Its touch is very gentle and warm. And you feel that warmth kind of spread through your whole body. And your hair begins to glow, giving off a similar silver light. You become kind of aware of like light from not just from your hair, but even from above your head. And you can feel wings, like flexing them like arms. They not painful like before. You can just feel them there.
I feel wings?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see them?
Yes.
Are they the black wings?
They are, sort of. They're raven wings, but instead of black, now that you look at them with this light, they're actually prismatic, almost rainbow hued, a dark prismatic color that when taken from a distance altogether, it looks black. But up close, it's like that oil shimmer. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's all different colors.
And there's 6 of them?
There are.
I'll look back at the tiger.
It takes its paw off of you, and as it does, the warmth very slowly fades. The light dims, the wings disappear from sight. And then she looks at you. Just kind of eye contact. And you get this sense of timeless wisdom, both sorrow, joy, laughter, and grief. A very essence of life looking at you. And then slowly she turns and starts to walk toward the wall of vegetation, just sort of stepping delicately between a little bit of it, passing into the growth until you can't see her glow anymore.
After a moment, she'll stand up, grab her little booties, and make her way out of the cave.
Okay.
If the vines will let her leave.
Yeah, you mean the roots? There's no sign of where they were. You're not 100% sure where in the tunnel they were at, but...
Oh. Okay. Yeah, she'll leave the cave.
Okay. So, Nova, you and company come out of the council hall, and there's no sign of Cora.
Cora!
Maybe she went back to your house?
That would have made more sense.
Was there anybody standing outside the council hall? Like, that would have
Yes.
seen her?
Actually, I just recalled. I didn't mention this. When you come out, you can see an unfamiliar face. He's outside, hands kind of clasped at his waist, wearing, it looks like a combination of different pelts, but all of them very loose so that it's like very flappy, if that makes sense. It's very, it breathes. You can see under all of that, it looks like he's wearing basic trousers and tunic, viridian green, and he has a staff, the top of which is sort of a ring with a ruby set in the middle of it. He sees you and...
Hi, small girl with the monk robes. Did you see her go anywhere?
Yeah. She
Okay, great.
went
Thank
around
you.
back.
And I'll run after the way he points.
Okay.
Like leaving everybody in the dust, just like, okay, bye. You guys can run after me.
Yep.
Oh,
You guys
what's
follow?
your name?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll ask his name and then I'll go.
I'm Oso. I'm a guest here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Okay, bye.
Run around back. Do I see anybody?
Yeah, you can see Cora just sort of wandering out of the tunnel.
Hi,
Still
Cora.
carrying the booties.
Are you okay?
Huh?
You okay?
Oh, is the meeting over?
Oh, we're taking an adjournment, but I don't really feel like finishing it.
Sorry.
Why
She's
are you
gonna-
sorry?
Go over to Nova. About Lareth?
Okay? It's not your fault. It's Lareth's fault, remember? You're not responsible for his actions. And just because you couldn't get him to be as good as you are, which I don't think anybody could be, doesn't mean you're responsible for the badness that he's caused.
But I have to help make it right.
Yes. We'll help you with that. That's what we're here for.
Next time
Yeah.
he stays dead.
We won't let him hurt anybody bad.
She nods. puts her shoes back on.
She all wet. Did you go swimming? Did you jump in the water?
I went in the moon pool.
I don't think anyone's ever swam in it before.
You can imagine. What was his name? You can imagine Eugothius having an absolute conniption over it.
I wasn't sure how to use it. So
It's not swimming. You just use it. Well, really, only the Archdruid uses it. It's not for swimming, though, I don't think. Well, maybe they swam in it a long time ago. Let's just
Sorry.
not tell anybody about this. Can I use the
Okay.
gust cantrip to dry her off a little
Yes.
bit? Sorry, just so they don't know. I mean, if it helped calm you down or whatever, it does provide a
I
sense.
met someone.
Oh, was there someone up there? Oh,
Yeah.
who was up there?
I don't know.
Wasn't your mum, was it?
Well, I don't imagine so since she was
Not your mum, her
Oh,
mum.
her mom.
She
Yeah,
was
hopefully not.
Like a tiger.
Oh, like a druid? Like I don't know.
Kinda.
Like the
Big
guys
into
that
one?
rip their flesh off.
Oh, a were-tiger? We don't have any of those here.
No,
Okay.
just like a shiny tiger. She was really nice.
I've heard that she shows up sometimes.
You do? Or you did? You have?
She's like a guardian.
Oh, it's
She's,
probably her moon pool. I feel kind of bad.
It was actually.
She was kind of looking at me like,
Well, you
You
met
what are you doing swimming in there? So.
you met Serenity, so it's okay.
Who?
The spirit of the moon.
Okay. That's
That's impressive. I don't think I've ever met her.
yeah.
Probably don't think a lot of people have. but
Okay. That's
she
nice. Yep.
Watches over.
Oh, oops. Shouldn't have back on.
I will just say it's okay. It's a good thing.
I presume this isn't in character. This is IRL.
This is Ashley freaking
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
out.
Ashley knows
that's-
something we
that's-
don't.
That's real
Yeah.
cool. Yep.
Yeah, she is the guardian of this place and
I'm sure she is. Yep.
takes a lot of different forms.
I
Shiny
don't
tiger.
mean to interrupt. I know you're having a moment, but I thought I heard you say you're thinking about not going back in.
Who's this?
Valoria, who has been with you guys.
I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think they're going to come to any conclusion that's going to be helpful. I also don't want to put you in any danger, Valoria. I know you're capable of handling yourself, but if you and your brother die and it's my fault,
Don't be silly, Nova. No one's death is your fault except the one who kills them. If someone kills me in battle, it's their fault, and I will haunt them.
I like you.
I know you will.
Thank you. You seem really nice. I'm
Uh,
not normally this social with people.
We've experienced hauntings. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's pretty bad actually. Nova, I think we should go back in. If anything, it shows how certain you are and what you want.
Counter argument, we could leave right now, and they'll never know.
Don't
I think they'll
That
know.
was my
Don't-
thought
they'll
too.
know in 55 minutes.
I
think
also-
I don't know
so.
why Ithri looks at his watch that doesn't exist.
Maybe like he picked up an Aurelian pocket watch.
A little sundial on you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though,
Yeah.
Valoria. I
Get a
think
rock.
your brother would actually personally kill me if I brought you along.
Well, that's okay, because I would defend you, and he can't beat me in a fight. So
Right.
I would knock him unconscious, and then restrain him and explain it to him in pieces.
Well, we can't use the thing right now, right? So how would we leave?
Maybe we can't use the thing right now.
Didn't you say we had? Can we just use it?
Believe?
Will it
Yeah.
work on like people who aren't?
You just said I had to keep everybody close. So I assume if we're all right next to me, it'll take whoever is right next to me.
Won't they be pretty mad though?
I'm not so.
Yes, they're already mad.
Oh,
Go.
True.
I will speak to them.
Really?
I'm not staying here. I will follow you, and we will see each other soon, but it would be best that they at least know where you are going and how, and that I am going as well and defying them. I wish to see my father's face when I tell him.
Okay. I need to say one thing to one person before we do.
oh.
What's up, E3?
Is this happening now? That was very sudden. Ashley's
We don't
forgotten
have to go.
Map Girl's name.
Valoria.
Valoria. I wanted to ask you, but if we're going now, are we going now?
No.
Okay.
Ask her. We have a full hour. Ask her questions. I need to go
Very,
talk to someone real quick too. So you do your thing.
very quick question. Do you have a map that has the name Vergelmir?
Vigelmir. I don't know that place off the top of my head, but I do have many maps. Do you know what country it is?
East of Vigamount.
Oh, it is of Korth. Come with me. Or perhaps you shouldn't come with me.
No. Go.
We will speak again before you go, Nova. We should
with
speak
him.
again, so if you have any messages you want to convey before you go, I can...
I'll meet you outside of my house in 30 minutes.
Okay. Why don't I bring any maps, if I have any, at that point?
That would be
Does that work?
appreciated.
Okay.
I presume we're not coming back here anytime.
It is quite possible you understand that you may be exiled from this place.
Oh
No.
no. I don't like that.
Well, Cora, if they're not going to let me leave at all, you guys are. I can't let you face the temple. I want to be there with you all.
You're either imprisoned here or exiled. That seems like a shit toss of the coin.
Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
They keep to themselves a lot here, and I know it hasn't been easy for my mom. She's afraid of a lot of things, I think, and she's let fear take over her life a little bit.
When
I
you
wish I could help
return
her.
with my brother, when we return with my brother and with others, I think her fear will be defeated.
They'll have no choice but to welcome you guys back, right?
Hopefully.
Maybe you'll be the next Archdruid.
I don't think so.
I would follow Novacree.
Is
I
that how
wouldn't.
it works? Like the next in line? Or do you guys
No.
like vote? Or
The position of Archdruid is one that is earned through many trials and tests and meditation. Ultimately, it is up to the Celestial Tiger who takes the role of the Archdruid.
oh, Serenity?
Yes, you know
Yeah.
of our customs then. Good.
Oh, I met her.
I mean, she was here for the conversation, so.
Oh, is that where you were and why you were dripping wet and why Novo wanted to speak with you in such a hushed whisper?
Oh,
It does
Nothing
make
gets
a
past
sense.
you,
Yes.
Gloria.
oh, sorry.
I was trying not to intrude.
No, you're fine. You're a trusted friend.
Your secret is safe with me. Though it is admittedly tempting, I would love to tell Eugothius just to see how he would react.
I had the
Would he
same
be pretty-
thought.
Pretty mad?
He doesn't like it when people interfere with his means of communication with the stars.
That's
But
the
I have
guy
found an
with the
argument that
tattoos.
he cannot refute if you tell him that you spoke with the stars and the stars permitted it.
I mean, the Roots did. So,
If you tell him it was the stars, I don't think he could hold it against you.
okay. Well, if it ever comes up, I'll do that.
You say that exactly, but just don't bring it up, maybe. Okay. I don't know. I don't think we need to go back into this meeting, but I do want to speak to my mom's guest.
Her
I
boyfriend?
feel like, sure. Yeah.
Isn't that
So they
him
are
right over
together.
there?
I knew it.
I don't know. I've been here for 5 seconds, Gloria.
I was sure they were together.
Does he make her happy though?
It seems like it. She has shown a great deal more life since he's come.
Okay, well,
I'll speak with you in 25 minutes.
Yep.
25? Okay.
Bless you.
Where
Yes,
should
I
we
began
go?
counting
Should,
as soon as.
should we not go to your mom's house?
I need my
She's not
weapons.
gonna be there. So
Okay, let's just hang out there then.
if you want to go there, or if you want to go with Valoria to grab maps, it's like on the way.
If you want to come,
Or you can come with me. Doesn't matter.
you should probably go with Nova
Okay.
because you should probably go with Nova.
Okay.
I'll go with you for
I'll bring
my
you the
stuff.
maps.
No, I need my
I-
other stuff.
That's where we're going, Juko. We're gonna go with Nova, then
Stop.
we're gonna go get our stuff. Your
But
stuff.
Nova's gonna go talk to the guest, and
and then
And
we'll
then
go
we're
get
gonna meet outside my house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
okay.
Here's the
You-
itinerary.
No,
You
Ava's
go do your own
right.
thing.
She wants to go here. This is where Valoria is going.
Yeah,
Which is on the
but-
way to Nova's house.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're
And then
gonna
we'll
go
go
there.
Eventually.
I
Yeah.
just
In
want my stuff.
22 minutes.
I'm just.
Can you
gonna-
wait 22 minutes, Junko?
Valoria's gonna try
No.
to slip away.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
slip away with her.
Frick.
I want my
Okay.
stuff.
You
No,
do
I'm
what
not
you
gonna
want.
talk to her or anything. I'm literally just getting my stuff and coming back.
You do what you want.
Getting my
So
cardio for the day.
free- I will go find Oso.
Okay. So
Hi.
he's right where you last saw him. Hands still folded. You come back and
I'll just walk up to him.
Ah.
Sorry for the abrupt. Probably already knew who I am. Was looking for my friend.
I try not to assume, but are you
I literally look exactly like her. Are you kidding me?
Did you actually say that?
Yes. Well, I right. Yes.
Where are you from?
look just oops. Oh, wait, just a
Gonna channel my
open my
Cora. Did you do it?
Did you
Do my mom.
Did you do
Wow.
that?
Well, I am from Nethos.
Nethos. I can't say I know where that is. Do
It's
I
in
know where that
Capri.
is? Oh, wait. I'm gonna mind link. So, you're like me?
Ah, yes. This is much easier. Yes, I am Kalishtar.
Talking, what a pain.
Hey, when I rolled on the quirk chart for Kalishtar, this was my preferred one. Why are you here? Came all the way here? Did you know my mom when she was younger? She used to live in Capri. I just learned that. And then I met okay, I'm sorry.
She didn't tell you about her time in Capri?
She didn't tell me anything ever.
You're
She won't even
Caprian.
tell me much about my dad.
That's where you were born.
What?
You were born in Capri
Well,
What?
with
I was born here.
I feel like I shouldn't be telling you
No,
about this.
no,
I
no.
feel like
Please tell me. She won't tell me anything.
she won't tell you anything.
No.
That's unlike her.
What do you mean that's unlike her? I thought she's
Well,
been my whole
she's-
life. She barely told me how my dad died. Won't even tell me really what he did for a living.
Yeah.
Or where he's from. Or
He Path of Light. We
what?
it's really I don't want to come between you and your mother.
No,
Especially
what?
now that you've
No.
just come back.
No. Okay, but I'm leaving If you say anything to her right now,
You're
I will
leaving.
kill you where
You
you
can't-
stand. But I am leaving.
But you just
I
you're
need
not
you
telling
to
your
tell me
mother.
everything. No,
Oh,
I
I
can't.
really don't like that you told me.
You need
I
to tell
really
me
don't
everything,
like this.
please. Please.
He's like, now
Also,
speaking out
please.
loud, I should go.
Do you want me to put in a good word with my mom and you? I know you make her happy. She
What?
blushed
Who
when
told
she
you?
mentioned you.
We're friends. There's nothing.
She blushed when she mentioned you when
He's
I first
like
got
scarlet
here.
for a second.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought. So if you want me to say some good things about you, you're gonna tell me everything I want to know right now.
make a persuasion check.
Blackmailing your step.
With advantage?
I don't think you'd have advantage on this one.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh.
18.
18. All right.
Please.
All right. Look. It better be a glowing testimonial about how well I
Glowing.
treated you.
Glowing. Only the best.
Can you like tell her?
Full approval from me.
I'm not comfortable with this. Back to my.
Unless
I am not comfortable with this. I want it noted. I don't think she should have kept anything from you.
I know. Me either. And I'm just learning all of these things. The past 7 months, I've learned more information than I have in the past 16 years, and it's been too much for my brain.
Okay.
So I need more.
Well, your father was from Kepri.
But he was from Biggermount.
Well, he lived in Vigormount for quite some time. That was after he got an assignment from Queen Isis. He served the queen. We both served the queen.
What'd you do? Were you like guards? Were you like advisors?
No. We were
Boy,
sort of like watch. We kept a lookout. We were just, listening.
Does she know the
Has
truth?
your mother told
this
you
queen?
what Queen Isis, it's best to assume, knows everything there is to know.
Everything.
And I don't say that
Everything?
lightly. If
Everything.
there is something that you wonder about and you wonder if Queen Isis knows, she knows it. If you've done something that matters, she knows. Queen Isis is queen of our people.
I heard she's the only one who's like become fully one with.
Isis is Quarry. Isis is human. She is one and the same.
Did my mom serve her?
She could have.
What do you mean?
She was less interested in the politics of things. She didn't ever officially join the Way of Light, but your father and I were followers of it. Has Kava told you anything about the Dreaming Dark? Do I need to explain that to you too?
But I know more than she does, I would wager at this point.
Well, she'll be coming back here soon, and
Okay. Why didn't she want to tell me anything about Kepri? Huh? What happened? Something bad happened? Was it just my dad dying? What else happened?
Your father died, and she was of the opinion that it was Isis' fault. And that it was because he was part of the Way of Light. Because we were part of the Way of Light. She said some pretty aggressive things to Queen Isis. There's other things I really, really can't tell you. And I want to. I think you need to know. So I will tell you who can tell you. You need to go to Kepri. You need to present yourself to the queen.
Okay, that's like a whole other country away, and I just dry beats people like just across one country, and it's really far for them, and I don't think I can drag them to a whole other country.
Yeah, and odds are, even if you make your way into Kepri, you're not going to be able to just get in to see her. But you'll find others of our kind there, everywhere. You're Keprian. We are Keprian. The Kalishtar are Keprian.
Okay. Well, this is a lot more information than I thought I was going to get 5 minutes ago.
I would love to tell you more. I'm going to absolutely find out why Kava didn't communicate all of this to you.
She didn't want to tell any of it to me. She just thought that keeping me in the dark was better than nothing. And then I came across a bunch of things, and I met an Inspired, and he took my arm, and then I talked to the Dreaming Dark, and it was bad, and it was just like a lot of stuff. And the Dreaming Dark talked to all my friends. It was really bad.
Like she wanted you to be vulnerable to them.
Yeah, yeah, she claimed not knowing would make me stronger. It's kind of crazy. Don't know what's going on in her head. That's why I don't think I should go back into that council meeting.
That does make sense. She was talking to me. I was here. I heard it all, the whole meeting. She can broadcast a little.
She has an antenna.
What? She can what? She can...
She studied under the queen. She learned some control over her quarry spirit that I don't think most of our people have.
Hid that from me too?
Yeah. This is awkward.
So you're here. Why are you here? Did you renounce the path of light? There's no way if my mom had a problem with that.
When your father died, I sort of helped her leave. I made it very. I wasn't exiled. The queen doesn't really do that, but I was uncomfortable around there, and I left.
You love her?
What? No.
You love her. Listen, if you're going to replace the dad that I never had...
I don't want to replace... I cannot replace him, and I would never. I loved your dad like a brother.
You want to escape with us? You could tell me more.
No.
Everybody, come on, get on this train.
I understand
taking
why
everyone.
you're going. I do understand why you're going.
Will you tell her, give her a message for me? She won't be mad at you.
To be honest with you, I'm probably going to tell her every word of what we've discussed.
Then I am not giving you a glowing review. That was not part of the deal.
When you're gone.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen her when she's going off?
Yeah, I know.
I haven't. I don't want to.
Oh. Yeah, you know. You get used to it.
I'd rather not.
If you're gonna stick around her, you're gonna, so.
You know, I see it now.
What?
You are a lot like her. You don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, well.
If you make your way into Nethos, look up a man named Eldermine.
Okay.
Tell him who you are. You can be honest with him. Introduce yourself, your friends, if they go with you. And I'm willing to bet he'll help you see the queen.
Thank you.
And she'll tell you everything. You might wish she didn't. She was there, you know.
No, I've
when the
seen
quarry
the memories.
joined with.
Will you tell my mom that I love her? And not to be mad.
I might not tell her that last bit. Well, I'll tell her that last bit, but I'm telling her you said it. I'm not going to tell her it from me.
Yeah, and tell her that I will listen to the moon and stars, and yeah.
Oh, well. It was nice to meet you. I've been anxious about this.
You're fine.
Hey. So he's not going to know me by Oso. When you find Elderman, tell him Osiris sent you.
Okay.
All right.
I wish I could stay longer and talk with you.
I'd like that. Next time. Hope there's a next time.
If I'm not exiled, yes.
Well, I'm more worried about you taking care of yourself.
Fine.
She's right, you guys are kids.
Some of these
Except for
people
the old man.
are. He would take offense to that, I think.
Yeah, he would probably. Take care of each other.
You take care of her.
Hold on to your friends and you don't let them go. No matter how hard it gets. I'm gonna go suggest you meditate for a little while.
Yeah. I gotta go this way, so.
Actually, I do have to go this way first. I gotta pick something
okay.
up, so.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Just kind of walk like another 30 feet together before separating.
We're walking in the same direction. Oh my god, we got a time issue.
And the rules, you're not allowed to like look at each other or say anything as you're
It's like
So, Ithri and Cora just watch these two stare at
Stare at
each other
each
for
other?
like a good 10 minutes. Just be like.
there was a point where he said out loud,
Apart
I'm
from-
just gonna go. I should go.
Okay.
Oh, Ithri, they're mind linking.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
Sorry.
it's a bit weird.
Turns out.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah. Turns out he knew my dad. Okay. Anyways, turns
Oh,
out I'm
that's
not even
cool.
from here. Wasn't even born here. Hey, Corey, you know how you're having an identity crisis? I feel
Yeah.
you now. I get it. Okay. If you want to
It's
cry
really
in the moon pool
overwhelming,
later,
yeah.
we can go cry in the moon pool later. Because
Don't we need to
I'm
go
freaking
though?
out.
Do we have
Oh,
time for
shoot.
that?
No, I don't think
Oh.
we do.
Okay.
Okay. What do you do when you feel identity crisis panicky?
Punch stuff. Well, usually hit it with a hammer.
I cry and I pray and then I pray some more and then I cry a little more.
Okay.
Um,
I don't think we have any time for that, so I'm just gonna bottle it up and freak out later. Does
Do you
that
want-
work?
Do you want to know what I did last time?
Yeah, what'd you do last time?
Ran away from home.
When you had an identity crisis?
It was more like, should we run away from your home?
Yes! You're gonna have to tell me more about you running away from home though. I'm sorry you had to do that.
Oh, that's fine. Then.
Sorry this has been a chaotic 24 hours and that I dragged you all the way here just to leave right away again, but I don't know.
guys, we
Embrace the chaos.
we
What's
gotta
up?
go back to Humblebank.
We will. We have a lot of information to present to Byrne,
Do,
and
do you think Byrne and Rucker are okay?
yes,
They said it
Okay.
was in transit, right?
on the road. So, you know,
Okay.
So
it's okay, Cora. We'll fix it.
still heading back to the house, I guess.
We're
So
we're fucking speed walking, trying not to look suspicious. Like, I'm just
Don't
getting
be
some
suspicious.
tea.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
So
Don't be suspicious.
As you guys are making your way in that direction, Junko. So Valoria didn't say anything for the longest
okay.
time, like just quietly like leads you into her home. Stopped once you were in the home for her to say, "This is my home," and then
I'll keep
Bye.
walking.
they're
If that's what she wanted.
they're actually no. Well, she took you. She was leading you in so you could get the
Oh, okay.
map. There is a second story to this one. It looks a little more traditional. There's more furniture than in some of the other huts that you've been in. And there is a set of naturally worked stairs, probably druid crafted, that ascend to the second level, which is more traditional. It's just one open level, but there's some shelves. There is actually a second small table, like for dining, but this one is covered in maps, and you can see that one of the two hammocks up here is also overflowing with just things in it. A few weapons, like 6 different bows of different sizes and wood types, maps, drafts. It looks like a number of travel cloaks, packs, things like that. It looks like she was packing something. She takes you over to the shelves, though, oblivious to the rest of the room. These are my maps. I have maps of Korth and maps of Saragarda post-annexation, pre-annexation. This one I drew by hand. It was from when I took a tour of Korth. She's gonna like go through one at a time. Just
Do you have Corvania?
I have a map of Corvania, but I've never been there, and I bought it off of a traveler. He was very knowledgeable, and he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. I trusted everything he said, but he drew it in blue ink, and I think that's very aesthetically displeasing to look at. I prefer black ink. Also, some of his mapping annotations are illegible, and I can't read them.
May I see it? I can help you.
Yeah, she'll show you the one map of Corvania she has. It's written in Corvania. That's probably why she can't read it.
It's written in my tongue. I can translate it another time.
I would like that very much.
Also, this building is wrong. It doesn't exist.
Building. Oh, on a country map?
Yep.
Okay, we'll assume there's a
building.
fort. It's showing a fort somewhere.
Yeah, that's what
He
I was
means the spire is still in.
I'm assuming one of the forts that I have
Whatever
killed
that is,
people
I
in.
agree. It's not there.
It probably used to be a fort, but it hasn't been occupied in decades.
Yeah.
They just left it up there.
Also, it could have just been a military thing I was trying to hide.
Oh, that could be too. Okay, yeah. So she's like, oh, hold this, and she's gonna hand it to you and like start rummaging around with her cartographer supplies, looking for the right tools. And like when she comes back, you can see she's trying to like blot it out.
Mm-hmm.
Completely focused on what she's doing. She's all but forgotten you're here. It takes her about 10 minutes when she's done. Forgive my enthusiasm. Was there something that you wanted me to collect for you?
I think I don't need anything. It was E3.
Yes, your dwarven friend. He mentioned a place in Korth. I cannot remember the place, so I'll just take all of my maps of Korth and
I'm sure
Saragarda just in case. And I should grab a few of Karinia. I'll let him decide for himself which ones.
You know what? All the countries would be good. You know, just
And like, well, oh yeah, as she's like tucking these into a bag, she kind of pauses. Perhaps I should also, it would be a shame to separate these maps from the rest of Gera Arda and former Gerond. I should take all of these maps too. I would rather they stay together as a collection. But she's going to pack a few in, except for one. This one's for me. I will keep this one.
Okay.
And also this one. She takes it back out of the bag. And I have a copy of it. It's all right. That one can go. But this is the original. So I would prefer that you and your friends be protective of this and treat this like you would any prized, priceless possession. She's looking at you very seriously.
Oh, I don't break anything.
Okay. But make sure that they don't get stolen or wet or
No, they won't.
burned or torn. And I would prefer if none of you make any annotations upon them unless you discover a location that is missing from one of them.
Okay.
I can show you real quick if you want how I like to mark locations like that, and if you want to match my...
Am I able to just put a dot and then write it on another paper?
I would really feel more comfortable if you stuck to my naming convention and my symbol.
Okay. Do you have a key?
No, but it's real simple. I'd be happy to teach it to you.
How much time do we have?
Oh no, I forgot about the time. Oh, there won't be time to teach you everything unless you're very sharp.
You can teach me when we meet again. I will remember locations.
Oh. Okay, maybe I could scratch a key real quick that you could try to mimic.
Okay.
It'll be real quick. I'm sure they won't leave without you. It'll be okay. Just let me...
won't, but it takes
It's fine.
time
I'm just going to get this
on my armor. I just need my weapons.
Okay,
and
here
I'll
you
be right
go.
back.
She puts it into the bag and like, here, take the bag.
Okay. I'm gonna take the bag and I'm going to put on my weapons and save 5 minutes to write a letter.
You may have lost that 5 minutes here.
2
Do you want to
minutes
take
then.
an extra 5 minutes?
Yeah. As they
Okay.
like come in, I will be like folding it.
Okay. Well, you guys
Okay.
make your way in. You can see Nova doing that. Valoria is anxiously mumbling to herself, going through her pack, like sorting things. And when she sees you, she buttons everything up. Everything is well then. You're ready to go.
Are we, Nova?
Do you want to stay here?
No, we got places to go. Really important things to take care of.
It's
Plus, we
quite
kind of
nice
just
here, though.
ditched Therethio. And it's nice here. I missed it a lot, actually. Maybe we'll be back one day. Who knows?
It was really nice to see you again, Nova. And
You
we
too.
will see each other soon. Just as soon as
Yeah.
I can procure transportation and make my way through Vigor Mount.
It was nice to meet you.
It was a spectacular experience, and I'm grateful for all of your introductions. She'll
You
turn to Junko. Thank you for accepting my awkwardness. I was very nervous. I'm sure you could tell.
No, I couldn't actually.
Gloria, don't travel alone, okay? Convince Finn to go with you or something, all right?
I suspect the council would be very displeased if I took anybody with me. I'll be fine.
But
Nova Cree, I promise. I will not let any harm befall me until I have found my brother. I swear it. I would cut my hand
you
and make a blood
swear
vow
it on the
with you.
secret handshake we made as a kid? Hmm?
That's only... Yes, okay. Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Secret
Secret
handshake.
handshake. Adorable.
Like really quick, they do a quick like...
Cora tries to study it, but it's too fast.
Okay.
If 3 looks away, thinking it's secret.
I should go and create a distraction for you then. I think I will just tell my father what I am about to do. That should suffice.
Okay, well, good luck. Also will have told my mom as soon as I am gone. So, you know, maybe help him contain her rage.
You have spoken with Oso then.
I
Is
did.
it as we suspected?
Yeah, I think he loves her.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to hug you goodbye.
I'll hug her. I'll
She'll
just
hug
pull her in for a hug.
Much more willing this time.
Okay.
I
Sure
will
hope
We had-
this
see to
thing
your
actually works.
I know.
Yeah,
What if
watch it
it
break
like,
and nothing
doesn't
happens,
work? Okay. Backup plan, just in case. I know a
just
secret
run?
way through the fence behind my house that we can just get out. And I've walked
Okay.
through these jungles a lot around here, so we will not get lost, and we definitely won't run into a dragon in these
I
ones.
hope
so.
not.
All we got to do
Backup
then
plan.
is do 115 miles.
Yeah.
Through mountains.
Through
What?
the mountains.
Okay. Are you guys
What?
got everything?
Don't
Yeah,
know.
Where's the bathroom?
It is around the back of this house. There's one.
You don't.
No, there is actually a little room for it. Yeah, we're not savages. We're druids.
I'm gonna go find the
You need to use
bathroom.
the little druid's room. You'll use the little druid's
You couldn't
room,
find one in
okay?
Jade's house because they had a litter box.
Oh, okay.
Like a little sandbox.
But no, I'm not actually gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go find like Nova's mom's room, and then leave my
Well,
letter there, and then
it's-
leave.
There really isn't. So it's kind of a one-room building with the exception of a little privacy alcove for using that.
I'm gonna go in the wrong
You could-
area and then go to the bathroom.
I was gonna say you could probably like slip it into like her mother's hammock as you go past it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
Go ahead
I
and
don't
make a
know.
sleight of hand just to see if anyone else notices you do it.
I'm not
I wanted-
actively watching you. I would have been like, she gone to the bathroom. I pointed it out.
I was
I'm
looking.
worried about making
looking-
sure
So-
everything is.
Yeah, I was checking my
Oh.
It
game.
would be
11.
against passive perception, except Nova, who's actively watching. You can make a perception check. I know.
My passive
Dracon saw
perception
it.
is higher than that anyway, so I did see it.
So is mine.
Well, okay. Well, it wasn't very subtle. Presumably, Junko did kind of have to go way off course to leave it in the. Hammock,
I
yeah.
will just mind link with her and go, what you doing?
Nothing important. It's good for you.
Okay.
I'll tell you in private.
This is private.
Yeah.
Not to me. And,
I trust you.
Junko's like talking out loud because she got really flustered.
Actually, my passive perception is higher than that too. So,
So literally,
all just
everyone.
are
Yeah, so
watching
she
Junko,
literally
like-
did like veer off to the other side of the building to.
Perfect.
okay. Time to go.
Yeah, we should go get back before Tharithiel is looking for us because we kind of just ditched him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured this would just be a day trip, so you know.
It wasn't just a day trip. Look, we're
Yeah.
still leaving in the day. And a lot of things happen. You saw
Okay.
literally the day. Okay.
Should I I'll hold your hand or
Do we
Yeah,
cuddle?
maybe just in case. Maybe link hands
How we?
and stand in a circle around me.
I will put my
I'll
hand
just in case.
I'll
on
put my
Nova's
hand-
shoulder.
Do you,
I will put
Okay,
my
okay,
hand on the
okay.
other shoulder.
do you want someone
Okay,
else?
okay, good.
Do you want help breaking it?
No, I don't think it'll be that hard.
Just yeah, but you're doing this.
Okay, okay.
He's warming up.
I'm going
She's
to
only
think
got one of
really.
these.
I'm gonna think really hard because I don't know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna think really hard about the destination that I want to go to.
Where do you want to go to?
So I don't know, guys. Do we want to just go back to the Circle of the Land people?
No,
Where do you want to go?
either Noct or Hummelbank.
Tharithiel.
Humblebank's too far away for Tharithiel, though. And if we go to the Druids
You're-
of the Land,
The place we
they
left
could
the path.
look for Tharithiel.
The place we left the path on the old road in the jungle.
Go to the old road.
Mm.
Okay. What do you think, Junko? Any thoughts?
That's what.
I don't know magic very well. No.
Damn it, Stilly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the path. Isn't that where we said we would meet Tharithiel?
What he said
On the-
was he would either meet us there, or if we weren't there when he got back, he'd go to Noct.
Okay, so I will go there then. I will think of the trees and what the path looked like, and exactly where we had decided to go into the jungle from the old road.
Wait, do we need a tree?
No, stop confusing me, and I will break the leaf.
How do you break it?
I just snap it.
With-
Hopefully, it actually breaks
Yeah,
What
but-
with your
Does it
your
break?
thumb and your
Easily.
finger?
It
easily.
just snaps in half like a cracker.
Oh, okay.
And all around you, you guys see the whole world blur into a greenish
Hey,
color.
wait, Dracon's here,
as-
right?
Yes.
Drink it!
As like leaves engulf you, you're just caught in a swarm of leaves whirling around you until you can't see anything but green. And then the leaves settle, falling to your feet.
Where are we?
Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
You stand beside a tree on the road in the jungle.
Is this it?
We're pictured,
That was
right?
that was
Mhm.
better than
The
walking
exact
through a
place you
tree.
pictured.
It worked.
And I think that is the point where we are going to leave it for tonight. Well done. I am going to award inspiration. It is up to you guys who it goes to,
What? How dare you?
but I award it to the party to give to one person of you guys' choice.
Gotta be
The
Nova.
party earned inspiration tonight.
Gotta be Nova.
We keep it in a party pool.
I agree.
That can't be.
Unless you have one already.
I don't have one, but
Then you get it.
yay.
Welcome back to the jungle.
You're gonna need it for dealing with your mom later.
She flies after me.
Fun thing, by the way, if you hadn't thought about it, it would have by default taken you to Hummelbank.
Ah,
To the Druid Grove there.
Interesting.
Hummleback.
Okay, okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh,
So,
I mean, that wouldn't have been too bad, right?
That was Tiger Hill. What'd you guys
Gil
think?
could have found
I
it.
I
like
liked it. I wish I could have stayed longer, but you know, got shit
I
to
wanted
do.
to visit the apothecary and I forgot. There was too much going on.
Too late
So,
now.
yeah. Oh wait. Shit.
E3, do add to your inventory. You got a bag of maps.
I
Yeah.
He
don't
just gave you
yet,
so
do
many
I?
fucking
That's
maps.
I
just
was giving it
Junko.
to you. No, I've given it to you.
You may not have had time to go through it yet, but someone add it to your inventory. Someone has a bag of maps.
I'll add it to mine just because it'll turn up in mine eventually. But cool.
Yes.
Bag of maps.
Hey, let's get
Please.
everyone on the identity crisis train, all right? Let's go. Dracon, you're up next.
Nice.
It occurred to me
He's too
that
old for
literally every one of you, except for Therithiel, has in some way run away from home.
What? No
Yeah, I
one
was
knows that
thinking
about
that.
me. Yeah, sort of.
But
maybe.
we definitely just
Yeah.
learned that,
Well,
and we
yeah, I was
already
gonna say, you
knew
said
it.
that.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, and then I made a joke like it wasn't real.
Haha, wasn't true.
Wasn't
My
true.
insight's too high for that.
And then Nova was like, "We're gonna revisit that later, buddy."
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Bag o maps.
Bag of maps.
Shout out to that moon
You mean the Celestial Tiger?
pool. Uh huh.
Who is that?
Serenity.
Serenity.
Isn't
Spirit
that,
of the moon.
They say.
The
Is it-
second moon.
Isn't that a space cowboy ship?
Also that.
Maybe.
And a real heartbreak for everyone.
I can't tell you anything.
I'm
so
a leaf on the wind.
I'm just gonna.
Sort of a
How
breaker, really.
dare you, sir?
Oh,
Too
Oh,
soon.
okay.
too
That was a lot of
soon.
lore.
It's only been 10 years. Or however long it's been. Probably longer than that. I
Sorry,
don't know.
Mom.
Longer, I
In real life, I wouldn't do that to you.
I
But
mean,
hey, Mom, I'll do it too any day.
your
But actually, I
mum,
probably would.
your mum was not.
My mom is nice. I promise. She's not a bad guy.
I
not a
didn't
bad
think
guy,
she was.
just a bit of an ass.
She just like
She's stubborn, not unlike
Yeah,
some
a
other
lot of
people I know.
I do not know who you're talking about.
and she's like eating the muffin when she finds out, and she just like throws it against the wall. How dare they?
It's okay. I
She's-
left a very heartfelt message for her.
Oh.
Things Junko doesn't do.
It's true.
It's okay. I poisoned the muffin.
Oh my god.
Would you
It's okay,
put,
she's a druid.
Milk of
I put
magnesia
like
in it, or-
marijuana in it so she chills out.
Oh. I mean,
That's not poison.
she was pretty chill compared to some of the other counselors.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
a voice of reason compared to fucking
Dude,
Thank
That old guy needs
By-
to fuck off.
By the way,
Back in
fucking
my day.
round of applause for your council scene because I couldn't keep up with that. I don't know how you
You were
did.
doing great.
I couldn't keep
I
up.
I'm like
hated it.
looking like
It was fucking awesome.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we will never.
I didn't even think about it when we were talking about like when you were telling me about the
You
NPCs.
were the one who was like, 9 is a good number. Let's
Well,
put 9 members on the council. And I was like,
The number 3 and the number 3 is important in the Druidic faith, and the number 9 is like their most sacred number because it's 3 groups of 3.
mhm.
So
Suddenly,
it wasn't
it's,
until like earlier this morning that I literally was like, "Wait,
I'm gonna have to.
I'm
Be
gonna have to
all 9
voice
of these
9
voices.
freaking people. God damn it!"
Suddenly,
But you did it, though.
Everyone
You did
else's
it,
culture
though.
is just going to be like 1 is the magic number. Yes.
I do enjoy
That is Sir Gara.
that each counselor was made so freaking unique and like with characteristics that made it a
Yeah.
little easier on me. Especially, I think my favorite out of those is probably the fucking gnome, Grandpa
Sassy
Gnome,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could tell.
who conveniently
Back in my
Back in
day.
my-
can't hear when he doesn't want to hear, but can
Oh,
hear
man.
just fine when he's got something to say.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Thank of him. You're welcome. I
Let's
was
visit
telling you-
Ithri's home next.
Yay!
We're visiting everyone's home.
Did you
No.
notice I resisted that thing I said I was going to do with Eugotheus?
You go, Theus.
Yeah.
We also resisted making any Thanos snap jokes.
I
That's
really.
true.
I was
Yeah,
thinking it.
That was really difficult for me to.
It
to
was.
not
I
do.
was like, every time you said the name, I was like,
Oh, I was looking at like.
know that
a
we
Greek-
did this to you guys on purpose.
I was looking for a Greek name generator, and it was supposed to be for the counselor responsible for taking care of the dead and communing with the dead. And when Thanos came up, I was like, well, we can't not use that name. How can you?
Oh yeah.
So
So.
good.
Well,
Right.
chat, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
I appreciate
We will be live again tomorrow playing Pathfinder at 7 p.m. Eastern, etc. time zones. We might be getting into some spicy stuff related to, once again, to Saraha's character, actually.
it's Saraha week.
Yeah, I guess it is.
And after this week, we're done. We're done with
You
Raw.
say that. That's going to depend on how tomorrow goes. But we will be playing Pathfinder tomorrow. And we will be back with more of this game next Sunday, right? Yes, next Sunday. So yeah, I would encourage you to check out these lovely people in the wild. There's a link tree in chat. You can check out this episode and any past ones that you might have missed, as well as other games on our YouTube channel, also linked in the chat. And that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow, next week, next time. Take care. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye now.
Bye bye.